Yo, welcome back. Last time we did the first half of Trial 6. This time we're doing the second half. Yeah, I don't think there was anything too crazy to talk about last time, except for how insanely convoluted Kurokawa and what's his name, Kisaragi's side effects were. But I've talked about it already, so it's fine. There's a chance we just finished this today, also. Might be a long part, so let's get started. What? Why is Yuki? Are you okay? I'm okay. My head hurts a little bit. But you've been staggering and sweating and panting since before. Can you hold out? Even if you can't hold out, clench your teeth and butter up. What? It's a class trial. It is also the final class trial that reveals all the truths. I know it's hard, but try to keep up. Once it's over, I'll take care of you or whatever. I'll do my best. Now, you've been laughing like a lunatic for a while. How about it? How about it? All correct, of course. In the first place, I questioned and you answered immediately, so there's no need to organize it like that. But Maida-sama was pretty much spot on. Just did that for no reason. It was correct. So is it all over now? We found out the whole truth and you promised to let us go, right? Nope. What? You're changing your story. What Miss Tara wants to say is this. The whole truth has not been found yet. Huh? But we figured out why we were stuck here. Really? Then why did I sneak into the lab with all of you and the lab was converted into a school, and for what purpose did we play a killing game with Tori-sama? If you know everything, you will answer, right? That's it. So far, we haven't even started the game we seek yet. This is a prologue, the circumstances that brought you all here, and what we need to uncover from now on is the truth after this. Indeed, something happened that forced you to evacuate to this lab. What happened to force you to live in a murder game? Shall we find out about this? But I don't know anything about this. It's been so difficult up to this point. Do we need to do more? Well, actually, those things have nothing to do with you. You don't need to know. No, these are truths that might be better to not know. What are you going to do? If you really want to, I can assume you won at this point and let things go. Seriously? Sure, I said it again and again, but it has nothing to do with you guys, and this is just my personal entertainment. But you're never going to quit here, right? Guys? Why are you so discouraged? You just admitted defeat there. What if we make a mistake while continuing the trial for no reason? No matter what anyone says, isn't your life the most important thing? Let's just stop here and go outside, so we can all live together. Kiria, do you really think like this? Without knowing anything like this? Without knowing why your friends had to die? Is it so good to get out without knowing why Haruko and Satsuki had to save us at the expense of their lives? Just as Maida said, I can't just come here and give up. I'll never give up until I find the whole truth. I know, but if it goes beyond this and it becomes irreversible, if we die too, wouldn't it be hard to see the faces of those who died? Don't worry, Teruya. That will never happen. I won't let it happen. Kinja. I already put all the clues in hand. If we think based on the clues, the truth will 100% come out. So don't worry, let's defeat the mastermind completely and escape together. For the first time since the death of Maki and Higa, Kinjo starts to look trustworthy again. I'm really not. 10. I consider that everyone has hardened their minds, right? Please discuss the reason why you evacuated to this building. Okay, let's believe and keep going. I also want to know the truth. Still, I can't even say what I want to say with my voice. I'm just an idiot. Yeah, we know. I found clues on the open places, but I don't know what those even mean at all. There's no need to say it because everyone knows but you. Teruya, it's not like that. Even if we don't get new clues, we might already know the reason. For real? You know it? It was because of a huge event that we had to take refuge on such a remote island. I've been bothered before about the new places such as the headmaster's office and the information processing room. And what we found on the 5th floor. The biggest and most desperate event in human history. You guys remember it, right? Oh, maybe it's what you and Akane discovered when the 5th floor opened. That's right, there were scraps of newspapers articles. At the time I was skeptical because it all seemed dubious. This absurdly large-scale incident, wouldn't it be a valid reason for us to avoid it in order to stay in this laboratory on a remote island? Definitely. The computers in the electrical room had more detailed information about this. It said that the incident began from a demonstration at Hope Peak Academy preparatory department who were outraged by the incident. If it's a preparatory department, that's it. There weren't talented students like us who were scouted, but ordinary students who paid a huge amount of money fee for admission. Yes, I don't know if it was jealousy for talent or the main department ignored them, but there was always a fight between them. This too must have spurred their uprising. Wait, but doesn't that mean the students' demo was on the verge of the world's doom? Isn't that a bit strange? Even a large-scale terrorist group made up of adults can destroy the world. No matter how many students at Hope Peak Academy there were, how can a single high school student drive the world into a major crisis? Well, what you're forgetting, Atori, is that one high school student could create a video that makes you evil when you watch it. They could make a video that after you watch it, you become an evil person. You become an evil man. If they made a video like that, then they could do it. Of course, it sounds like an impossible story. Honestly, I can't believe it either. But it has actually become true. According to a certain group consisting of students from Hope Peak Academy, the group that was behind the preliminary department and demonstration and caused a literal worldwide event, called the biggest and most desperate event in human history. If I summarize the clues I've gathered, that group is... The name of that organization is Ultimate Despair. Ultimate Despair? Isn't that what Akane mentioned? That's right, the group is led by a student named Junko Enoshima, the worst criminal group in all history, united as a central figure. Junko Enoshima has connections of high status people who influence the world situation, including the Tower group mentioned earlier, and also she knew an animator who could make a video that turns you evil when you watch it. That's why the biggest and most desperate event in human history happened. Not just the power of a high school student, but because high-ranking status people from various fields lend Junko Enoshima's power, and also the animator who made the video that makes you evil when you watch it. I'm sorry, that's just my favorite fucking bit. But why did these high-ranking people lend their power to a single high school girl? Even worse for a high school girl whose goal was to destroy the entire world. That's because Enoshima-sama has an irresistible charisma that cannot be denied. Also, she showed them a video that turns you evil when you watch it. So that also helped, probably. It's crazy. I've thought since I was a kid that the world was crazy, but this is crazy beyond my imagination. Wait, didn't Akane tell us that she was the Ultimate Despair? It's a group? Ultimate Despair is also a term that refers to a group and its members. I am Akane Tara, a member of the Ultimate Despair, and I am an Ultimate Despair student. Well, actually, I'm a bit different from the other members. They only act as a principle and purpose of encroaching on the world with despair, but apart from that, I am fascinated by them and follow them. Them? The Ultimate Despair group said that they worship Junko Enoshima like a queen, and believe in them fanatically. I can only imagine. Poohoo. For whatever reason, the group committed acts of terrorism against the world. The members deserve to be caught and be put under the mace of the law. My apologies, but the law itself is not capable of functioning anymore. Poohoo. Anyway, with the biggest and most desperate event in human history, we evacuated this research laboratory, right? As you said, we avoided the worst of the incident, didn't we? Then why... Of course, if we had been there, we wouldn't have arrived here. But as I mentioned, a member of the Ultimate Despair already existed in our own group. It's moi! Then there is some purpose for that girl to erase our memories and make us live in a murder school. The question is, what is the purpose? Before we talk about that, we need to first check our basis. Guys, do you remember what happened when we entered the school? We lost our memories after entering the school. So if it was just before that, everyone will remember it. But when we got to the school right, due to the school circumstances, the entrance ceremony was held earlier than usual. Yes, our 79 class at Hope Peak Academy were no different from the 78 class in front of us in terms of years. Well, that's a fact that I know, but why are we talking about that all of a sudden? Weren't we talking about why the Ultimate Despair erased our memories and forced us to live in a murder school? Hey, you're in a hurry to talk about a really useless topic. Wait, the fact that our admissions decline has been advanced may have a lot to do with our current situation. Our admission may be related to our situation, if that's the case. No, well, I think maybe it really is. The difference between the 78 class and the 79 class mentioned by Makaru. If we think about it, It's a lot of evidence. 79 classroom? Yeah. Are you saying that the early admission had something to do with the situation? Yeah, is it not strange at first? Why advance the admission time for us? Probably thought. Talking about the relation between the information gathered by the electrical rooms, the answer lies there. Don't just keep it within you two, let me know too. Just think about it, why did the school break their own law just to accept new students in a hurry? They increased, did any emergency happen? Kyria, that's it. Hi, what's it? You said there must have been an emergency. When I heard that, I remembered it. The clue I saw on a computer in the electrical room. Just before we entered the school, what happened at Cape Hope Academy, Hope's Peak Academy, that event. That incident was also the start of the biggest and most desperate event in human history. It was also the cause of the preliminary demonstration that we spoke about earlier. Because of this incident, our admission date was rushed. It was to cover up this incident by accepting new students and attracting more. According to the information on the computer, it started that way. That incident is... this? Or no, this. The name of this case was the biggest and most desperate event in the history of Hope's Peak Academy, right? What? Another disparate event? There were many disparate events? Few people know about this incident. Unlike the biggest and most desperate event in human history, Hope's Peak Academy thoroughly covered it up. Covered it up? You mean the reason our admission was adjusted was to cover up that big incident? Of course, it wasn't just a simple incident that it was hidden by our admission alone, so other measures must have been taken. But what is certain is that our admission was part of the cover-up. The details of that case are unknown, but it said that Izuru Kamakura, a student of Hope's Peak Academy, brutally killed 13 council students. Kamakura? Who's that? Izuru Kamakura was the ultimate hope called by Hope's Peak Academy. They created an artificial genius. The ultimate goal of Hope's Peak Academy was to create artificial talent. And the whole experiment is the existence of a student named Izuru Kamakura. It was studying the talents of students at Hope's Peak Academy to create a human being with all kinds of talents. This incident is very top secret, so it must have been a fact that no one other than the persons involved knew about it. Wait, it is surprising that Hope's Peak Academy was founded with such a purpose. But why do you guys know about this super secret? Because it said it? Did you investigate it at all? Just shut up already. Oh, everyone got it as a clue? I guess I forgot, haha. Oh my, I hate you so much. Still, why did that student chosen as ultimate hope kill 3 people? 13 people even. Well, we don't know that. One thing is for certain, as stated the clue, Izuru Kamakura was a failure. Before we entered the school, the academy noticed Kamakura's failure and may have rushed her admission to make up for it. Still, this may be a bit of a guess. Does that mean they were going to further study the talent of the 16 of us to create a more perfect ultimate hope? Well, that's not a bad guess. I'm also a 79th student like you, so I can't fully know, but the possibility exists. The biggest reason for failure of the Izuru Kamakura project was, ironically, that he was too perfect. With all the talents, he fell into despair even more easily because everything went according to his way. That's what he said, but I don't know. Because he had all the talents, everything went the way he wanted. That may sound like an all-rounder at first glance, but if things really go the way you wish. Chill. Oh god. What the hell? What the hell is this headache that it feels like it's filling my head? Why is my head hurting so much? Izuru Kamakura doesn't matter anyway, that part is already over. The important thing is that the incident is closely related to our situation. Right, that's the important thing. What's the relationship between the biggest and most desperate event in the history of Hope's Peak and us? Although very few people know about the incident itself, only a small few know the true truth of that case, and one of them was Kisaragi. I didn't listen in close detail, but after arriving at this lab, he spoke to me for a few moments. Did I explain that the biggest and most desperate event in human history was caused by a group called the Ultimate Despair? Yes. And at the head of the group was a crazy girl named Junko Enoshima. Okay, he's saying what he said to him. Okay. In fact, that incident that Kamakura caused was also orchestrated by Junko Enoshima. That means the culprit of the biggest and most desperate event in human history and of Hope's Peak are both Junko Enoshima? Yes, it seems that Junko Enoshima imprisoned 14 students at the time, the ultimate hope, Izuru Kamakura in a secret room, and then forced them in a situation where only one can survive by killing. Not exactly. As a result, Izuru Kamakura murdered all 13 people except for one student council president and went on a hiatus. The school tried to cover up the shocking fact. However, Junko Inoshima spread rumors about the massacre of Izuru Kamakura among the students, knowing and unknowingly, and when the students of the preparatory department heard the rumors and learned the truth, an explosive uprising broke out. This was the process of transformation of the biggest and most desperate event in the history of Hope's Peak Academy into the biggest and most desperate event in human history. Isn't there a part of what I said right now makes it uncomfortable? What? A part that doesn't feel right. We now know that the story was spread by Junko Inoshima, but a story before this comes to mind. A situation where you have to kill to survive. Is this the part that doesn't fit? Or what was this? Among the clues I gathered, there were clues suggesting a situation similar to this. This? A situation where you can only get out by killing. Doesn't this sound like a dreadful feeling we know? Indeed, Junko Enoshima provided us an environment in which murders must occur for Kamakura and the members of the student council. Provided, not us, yeah, but as if trying to make an experiment. Among them, there was even a harsh rule of if there's no murder within the time limit, everyone will die. That's like... There's only one thing I'm willing to tell you from now on. The ballroom is locked and it's impossible to get out. Meaning, you guys have to kill someone. You've heard it from somewhere, haven't you? That's right, I felt this was coming, but the story is connected only after we've come this far. The biggest and most desperate event in the history of Hope's Peak Academy is a story very similar to our current situation. You mean there were people who went through a similar situation before us? But why are you doing the same thing over and over again? It doesn't make sense. According to the clues in the electrical room computers, Junko Enoshima devised some kind of plan in order to plunge the world in despair after the biggest and most desperate event in human history. Yeah, the plan was to create a video. It's actually like a video, like a video you can send your computer. And when you look at it, like when you watch the video, it turns you evil. It turns you into an evil person. That was her plan. That is the purpose of erasing the memories of the 78 class of Hope's Peak Academy, who are recorded as the only survivors from the biggest and most desperate event in human history, causing them to kill each other in a situation where they can't remember each other. It's a killing school life. They even recorded live of the students killing each other all over the world at the same time. The students of Hope's Peak Academy are the symbols of hope to others. Seeing them slaughter each other must be so heartbreaking. Simultaneous live broadcast all over the world? I've done some embarrassing things. Hold on, I know this because I saw the electrical room too. At first glance, this seems to be talking about our current situation, but there's something strange about it. The strange part is... Wait a minute, there's something strange about that. We're at the 79 classroom of Hope's Peak Academy and we're still alive. The only surviving members being the 78 class, isn't that odd? Does everyone just think we're dead? That's right, I thought Teruya was mistaken, so I was going to talk about it. I had the 79. Wait a minute, we're at the 79th and the 78 class was the target for this killing school life. Huh? According to the data, all the students of Hope's Peak Academy died, except the 78 class due to the biggest and most desperate event in human history. And also the class number 80, right? That was the Danganronpa 2 class? Or were they 81? I forget. No, they were 76. Because they were older, so they were a younger class. Or they were an older class. So they were like 77 or 76. What's with that? They're treating us like we're dead people? Yeah, it's strange. It's not only that we were treated as dead, but it's also strange that we went through a killing school life that the 78 was supposed to do. There was no clues about it either. What's the connection between us and the 78 class? Hoo-hoo, everyone is slowly starting to get confused. Should I help you? Let me give you one hint. As Satori-sama said, treated as dead people could be the cause of your situation. The fact that it was recorded as such means that no matter what we've done, it's officially as nothing happened. Why? Do you know what I mean? If you think about it backwards, it would be difficult to do this to someone who is officially recorded as alive. This mention also includes me. I'm also inside the 79 class, and it was reported that all the students who were not in the 78 were dead. What are you saying? Don't make things difficult. Are you thinking of scrambling our minds by saying a complicated story? No, hold on. It's definitely that woman, Akane Tara, who locked us up in the lab and made us play a murder game. She's a member of the Ultimate Despair, and we thought the situation we were in had something to do with the Ultimate Despair. But is it really? Regarding killing school life, Junko Enoshima's grand plans were also covered. They really need to be carried out with a plan very similar to this for people with records of being dead. What do you mean, Kinjo? I don't know how much the forces of the ultimate despair is, but since they're the ones who cause crimes on a world-class scale and are currently active, I don't think they're small numbers at all. However, the most important plan that the leader of such an organizational plan was it necessary for Akane Tara to carry it out alone? What, that means the culprit is someone other than Akane? It's not an unlikely story yet, but I want to tell you something else now. According to the data left behind, it is not us that Junko Enoshima picked as the target of the plan, but the 78 class, and the records show that all but the 78 class died. Thinking back on Akane Tara's word a while ago, for them, students other than the 78 class don't exist. I have no idea what you're talking about. For whatever reason, it's true that we went through a murder class life, right? No, wait, something came to mind when I heard what you said just now. According to Mikara's word, wouldn't we be just like an insurance to the ultimate despair students? I have no idea why Junko Enoshima planned the 78 as a target. But if the goal was to kill the students of Hope Speak Academy, which are the symbols of hope, I don't think it was necessarily limited to only the 78 class. There's a possibility that the plan has been changed, but there was no such input. Therefore, the killing school life at a 78 classroom murder remains the same, but we exist as a second plan, just in case. I'm thinking maybe Maida did it for me and sorted it out well. A sub-plan is an insurance that is perfect even if you don't have it made. It will be enough if someone does this, and it's just an outsider from the standpoint of the ultimate despair. Yeah, and there was a compelling evidence that Junko Enoshima personally entrusted some kind of mission. In other words, the mastermind of the incident we experienced is not an ultimate despair. Ultimate despair external agents. There was clear information on the computers about them. External agents, what's that? The ultimate despairs are made up of only Hope Speak Academy students, but it is said that among them there are people who lend power to the ultimate despair, so to speak, even though they are not students of Hope Speak. Jesus, those are the ultimate despair agents. Yes, when you think about what we said earlier, that's the only thing that comes to mind. Wait a second, so what are we talking about? What's the matter with the agents outside of Hope Speak Academy? To simply put it, the culprit responsible for imprisoning us made us live this murder game was not an ultimate despair. The criminal. In other words, Akane Tara was not an ultimate despair, but an ultimate despair external agent. What's the difference? It was because she was at Hope Speak. Wait, isn't that strange? A person who is not a student of Hope Speak Academy is an external agent of the ultimate despair? But if Akane was an ultimate despair, she was still in the same class as us, right? That's what I'm saying. That's not necessarily the case. As written in the computer, there are outside agents who entered Hope Speak Academy and are no longer an outside agent. And even the words that Junko Enoshima personally entrusted a special task to the outside agents. Are we saying you were already a despair girl before you even entered the school? Meaning the unique differences in this killing school life experience, it was commissioned by Junko Enoshima, and she put it, commission is a very funny word, put it into practice with a formerly ultimate despair and a member at present of the ultimate despair agents, Akane Tara. It was you. Did you notice my hint and remember the difference between the 78 class and this killing school life? Indeed, it was all of you. Wait a moment, can you tell me something I can understand? I can understand that the killing school life was thought to be intended for us even if we didn't want to. This means that the plan for the 78 class and what we went through were two separate things, and I can barely understand that a person who knew Junko Enoshima and trusted a task and was working with an outside agent being Akane. But in the end, I have no idea why. If the 78 class killing was to put people in despair through a live broadcast, what is the meaning of our killing school life being treated as dead people? What is the reason for doing this again? Kiria, calm down. We don't even know that reason yet. What? You don't know? For now, there are two things to correct in your words. One is that the 78 class may not have gone through a killing school life yet, although I don't know what they're doing now. The clue about the killing school life said if this plan is carried out, it means that there's still time before it's implemented. But I can't be sure because I don't know the exact date for this. And secondly, the purpose of a killing school life can be guessed by considering the order of events. It's also a very, very likely guess. Oh, where should we begin? Think the answer you believe in. I hope you can give me a response that meets my expectations. Wait, I'll tell you. It doesn't matter who says it because we're all probably thinking the same thing. It's variables, but in the end, there must have been a purpose that made us experience a horrible killing school life. Let's summarize everything we've discussed so far. This killing school life is a plan that makes students of Hope Speak Academy, the symbol of hope, kill each other, making the viewers feel utter despair. This has the characteristic that the culprit forced students to a situation where they can only live by killing, and it took place in an enclosed space. And there was one more characteristic of this person besides the original target, the 78 classroom and what we experienced. Which is the biggest and most desperate event in the history of Hope Academy that we were talking a while ago. I feel like we've been saying the same thing for like 15 minutes. Let's think. If I were the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima's real purpose must have been the 78 classroom, then why did it have to be repeated twice? As if this was a test. As if to see if there had been any mistake. Kinjo mentioned something similar. Yeah, I think I know. Akane's purpose is... a rehearsal? Okay, sure, that's kind of stupid, but... The biggest and most desperate event in the history of Hope Streak Academy happened before we entered the school. The biggest and most desperate event in human history happened a few months after we entered the school. Huh? That's true, but why are you suddenly talking about this? The biggest and most desperate event in the history of Hope Streak Academy, the killing school life we experienced, and the killing school life aimed at the 78 class are all similar events. The order of the events is the event at Hope Streak Academy followed by us, and the days of the 78 classroom were presumed not being in the killing game yet. A while ago, when Kinjo was referring to the biggest and most desperate event in the history of Hope Streak Academy, he said as if you were trying to do something. Yes, an experiment. The massacre of Izuru Kamakura and the killing school life we went through. Isn't this a rehearsal stage of the killing school life aimed at the 78 class? Practice? A rehearsal? I have the same thoughts as Maeda. If you think about it that way, the front and back will match. Judging from what the data shows, a live broadcast of the killings must have been a very important plan. Because they were the kind of people who commit things on such a large scale, they must have prepared it thoroughly. In that sense, the incident that happened at Hope Streak Academy, which forced a situation where you can only live by killing, it can be seen as a primary rehearsal ahead of this plan. Yeah, but as Maeda said, the incident happened before you even started school. Even if at this moment the killing school life of the 78 classroom hasn't started yet, the time period of this plan is too long. I see, that's why Yuki was talking in chronological order. The biggest and most desperate event in the history of Hope Streak Academy is a rehearsal that came up as just a thought. As the implementation of this purpose approaches for the final adjustment, the experimental final phase is necessary again. Right, besides when the Kamakura incident occurred, on the surface the world was still in good shape, so it would have been difficult to implement it on a large scale. Probably the only way to progress a killing class was under fairly simple circumstances. On the contrary, we don't need to pay attention to the public, as it is the biggest and most desperate event in human history. And on the record, we are treated as dead, and we were even students at Hope Streak Academy. From the point of view of the mastermind, having no people as test subject was the ideal position for this experiment. Yeah, I get it, man. That's what it was. The reason why the laboratory was remodeled like a school on purpose, to make us believe that this is Hope Streak Academy. Yeah, because obviously the experiment would not work at all if we didn't think we were in Hope Streak. Everything was done to create a setting that was as close to the original plan as possible. Hoo-hoo. Ha 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 ha. Seriously, you guys are talented. It would be a waste to use you as simple practice objects like this. It is as you guys say, all of this was just a test to execute the killing school life. The 78 school students are in perfect shape for Enoshima-sama's plan. You all were just peons in the end. What is this? For what the hell did the people who died, for what reason did they die like that? Don't be too sad. Anyway, all of you. No, we were all supposed to have died at the beginning of the most desperate event in the human history. We? Do you mean you too? Yes, didn't I tell you? Except for the 78 class, all the students of Hope Streak died. In fact, about 200 students from the preparatory department who sympathized with Enoshima-sama did a mass suicide. Yeah, I remember that. More than 2,000? As far as I know, the total number of the preparatory department must be around that much, right? Yes, so all the students of the preparatory department committed suicide. Yeah, you see what she did is she took the video that makes you evil when you watch it, and she showed it to all 2,000 people in the preparatory department. She showed them the video that makes you evil, and then they were so evil that they killed themselves. It seems that a few Ultimate Despair members of the main department who are Inishima's close aides are alive. Strictly speaking, I was just an Ultimate Despair external agent with ultimate talent. In other words, the fact that we, the 79th class, were like dead water. We're still alive, and the reason we even tested this killing school life is probably because of a variable from Kisaragi-sama's sudden action. As you can see from the notes I left as clues, he knew everything about us Ultimate Despair in advance. Because Kisaragi-sama took us out of Hope Streak Academy, we're still alive. Then you contacted Junko Enoshima. and then prepare to test Murder's cool life using us, who became like surplus of manpower. That's it, to be honest. I don't think Enoshima-sama would be on the side of a crisis in a situation like this. Let me drink some water. Jesus. I still can't help but to admire Enoshima-sama's ability to incorporate such a sudden event into a part of her plan. These scumbags, this is too much. We're dead, only just peons. In the end, from start to finish, it was in the hands of Junko Enoshima, including Akane Tara, the mastermind of our case. I can't understand what makes human fall so much. The behavior of these guys is far beyond common sense. Poo-hoo-hoo, poo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Now it's over. Either way, in the end, you failed. We four survived. Now that we know all the truth, we're going to get out of here and fight whoever made the world like this. First, as a law officer, I'll bury this guy in front of me. Miss Tara, isn't this a big deal? Oh, don't worry. Is everyone still lively? Before that, I have one question for you. You gave us hints quite blatantly. It's like there's something open, free about it. What? Pooh, really? I've said it many times, but to tell you the truth, this is entertainment in and of itself. Isn't it enough to just have fun until the end? Shut up, what's so funny? Because of this useless fun, because of this crazy case, most of our lives were in vain. I'll never forgive you. Well, great, do whatever you like. Burn me alive if you want. This is if you ever find out the last truth. Last truth? Haven't we already found out all the truths? Now that we've found out the truth, doesn't the trial end with our victory? Nope, there's still one more thing you don't know. The purpose of the new Killing School Life. It is true that it is a test stage for the 78 class murder game, but there is one more purpose other than that. You bitch, you don't want to admit defeat, so you're trying to pull something now? Could I? Think about it, what you don't know yet. I said that I was the mastermind, another me with a stupid and bright character that was always with you, right? I could not control the situation behind the scenes because I had even erased my own memories. If there's no coordinator, the test or anything at all would not be established. So you're telling us to uncover that secret? Don't joke around, even without you, Monokuma over there adjusted the situation. You have a point, so then, who is the one controlling Monokuma-sama? That's... Well, you don't have to think, because you don't know. That's right, the super sweet Monokuma-sama is a perfect and beautiful robot who is being controlled by someone. The pure and innocent Akane who is with us could not control Monokuma, that is true. Then who the hell was Monokuma? Who is controlled by another Monokuma? Well, the Monokuma itself said it, but is that really the truth? Thinking back on the time of the investigation, I must have heard about Monokuma. Monokuma in the IPR. The one who controls Monokuma. Maybe there's no one controlling him. Is that just wrong? I once treated it, but... Does his body look easy enough to be controlled by someone? But if someone is controlling it, it's moving right now. Oh. Are you saying it's something one of us is doing now? And there can be a third party other than us, right? It's not going to happen. No more new characters. What about Utsuro? That's probably us. To be honest, the answer to this thesis has been set. We're all aware of this. Monokuma. We're in a rush to reveal the circumstances of foundation nest, but apparently Monokuma also came out during this discussion. If I think about what I learned while investigating, I'll definitely find an answer. Monokuma. Maybe there's no one controlling him. I mean... No, Teria, there's no one to control it. Huh? Didn't I say that once before? But then it's weird. It's like asking to guess someone who doesn't exist. No, she was rather aiming for that. By asking people to guess a person that doesn't exist, she was attempting to make us think on a wrong answer and thereby confuse us. I don't think anyone controls Monokuma either. I don't know if there were other people besides us, but no matter which way you look, it's a contradiction to say that there are people who control Monokuma. Yeah, I spoke about it for a while, and Monokuma has been mentioned. There was a robot developed in Towa City. It was equipped with artificial intelligence. If it's a Towa Group technology, it's not unreasonable. Towa Group and the Kisaragi Foundation are mentioned to have already surpassed by far modern science in terms of technology. Huh? Isn't that a bit too fuzzy? Any solid evidence to back it up? if it's evidence. When I went to the IPR to investigate, Monokuma was sitting on a chair. When I made contact with that Monokuma, there was no reaction. Then another Monokuma came on and said, "This Monokuma is the Monokuma that controls Monokuma." It said, "A Monokuma that controls Monokuma? Then who controls the Monokuma that controls Monokuma that controls Monokuma?" Monokuma called that one Operator Kuma, which it's meant to be literal. Everyone would know if they saw the IPR. That there were a lot of unknown buttons along with the video from the surveillance cameras, right? I initially thought that the mastermind was in a room where they can control Monokuma, but that was wrong. The one who controls Monokuma, it's only Monokuma. Operator Kuma wasn't talkative like the Monokuma we're familiar with, and he didn't even speak in proper language in the first place. Monokuma totally programmed it to control only Monokuma. That is the identity of Operator Kuma. Earlier, Kinjo said that before we lost our memories, the Monokumas attacked the lab. And there were a lot of Monokumas in the back of the information processing room that for some reason didn't move. Yes, because Monokuma was a mass-produced robot. This guy who's full of smiles and laughs in front of us is special, I don't know why. Hoo. Monokuma-sama, I ordered you to give them a hint, but wasn't it too much? Huh? Is that right? Does it really matter? As long as Mr. R's purpose is accomplished, there's no problem. Purpose? It's no big deal. Rather, what he said just now is the correct answer. You clearly understood that it was Monokuma-sama who controlled Monokuma-sama without getting caught in the trap I threw. But what does it matter to find out Monokuma's identity? In the end, it seems that the one in control of the Killing Skull life was an AI named Monokuma, but the purpose itself, that it was a test of the Killing Skull life, doesn't change? No, it certainly has a different purpose other than the killing rehearsal. Monokuma-sama's true identity is a very important clue to solve this mystery. Damn it, only just this. We just need to figure out this. What was the purpose? Monokuma's identity serves another purpose. The first purpose is a test of the Killing Skull life. If Monokuma's identity serves another purpose, was there a fact that we learned about Monokuma while investigating, or was there a fact that was close to a purpose? Yeah, another test. The nuance of experimenting with something clearly out of purpose, and to represent what this is. Okay, I have no idea. Yeah, the AI? Like testing the AI? Yeah, okay. When I saw the video that appeared on the display in the IPR, wasn't there information from there about another purpose from you? Huh? The display on the ceiling? I did see a video coming out from there. Hoo-hoo, really? Let's take a look at what Maida-kun is going to say next, shall we? Monokuma is a robot created using Toa Group's high technology. We know this far, but it's one more piece of information on that display. It's the AI that I mentioned earlier. Actually, it's a fact that Monokuma is a program called Alter Ego created by the Ultimate Programmer, a student at Hope Speak Academy. Alter Ego, another ego? I only knew it in theory, but when it reached that point, it would be an high-level complete brain program that goes beyond simple artificial intelligence and can be regarded as a new person. Perhaps the reason why the Monokuma here is rich in emotions and humorous, unlike the Monokumas who attack the research lab or the Operator Kuma who controls Monokuma, is because only that Monokuma is equipped with an alter ego. Wait, unlike the previous trial, Monokuma is involved in this trial only with video sent on the screen, not directly from her body. We really didn't care at first, but if what Maida said is true. That's right, I expected that the topic of my identity would be discussed during trial, so I participated in this trial in the rudimentary state. What do you mean? To put it simply, Monokuma-sama in that monitor is not being shown from another place, but it's really in that video. The video of Monokuma-sama's program data. In other words, that is the original Monokuma-sama's identity. I see, that's how it happened. For some reason, I thought it was too natural for being a simple AI. It must have been an alter ego. That's not all. In fact, I said that Monokuma's alter ego is not the original, but a clone of someone's personality. Someone who is currently alive, and it was left until the end of the test stage. I can guess from the fact that the word test is being filtered here, but the second purpose of the Killing School life that Kanetara said, that was a Monokuma alter ego testing. Wasn't this an experiment to confirm that the alter ego Monokuma would operate properly? If that's true, then we were recorded as test subjects. They were trying to experiment with us. It didn't matter where we were. They were trying to test Monokuma's alter ego as an experiment in the Killing School life. No, maybe that's the purpose of alter ego's test. If there was an alter ego for a killing school life, it would already have been created. The biggest and most desperate event in the history of Hope Seek Academy. It is definitely strange to do 2 experiments in which a lot of effort would be wasted, no matter which order you do it. How about it, Kanetara? This is the truth of everything we gathered. I expected it to a certain extent, but I'm sure it will all match without a doubt. Was it too much of a hint? No, it was like that on purpose. That means it's the correct answer? All we've said is the truth? That's right, everything is correct. I gave you a lot of hints, but I didn't think you would be able to figure out everything like this. You got all the unintentional information. Was this, after all, the result of Maeda-sama's luck? It's a rather scary and awe-inspiring power. What? Where should I begin? As I said, we were originally dead, and a situation like this was completely unexpected. This plan began when the unexpected happened that Kisaragi-sama was evacuating us. I consulted with them immediately and waited for instructions from the ultimate despair. Then Enoshima-sama made an improvisational plan as if it wasn't for nothing, which is what's left of the experimental stage, an alter ego test, which was duplicated from Enoshima-sama's personality. We're just yapping over there. Enoshima, you mean that alter ego of Monokuma is the alter ego that cloned Junko Enoshima's personality? What kind of girl was she? Because she was a high school girl who drove the world to destruction, she had such a personality? This killing school life was just a measure to determine and judge whether Monokuma-sama was capable to carry out her plan properly. As they are a clone of Enoshima-sama. Okay, but that's not what happened in DR1 though. In DR1, Monokuma was manually controlled by Junko. It wasn't an AI. In other words, our killing plan is a deteriorated version of the 78 school life, and Monokuma-sama, who led the main story, of our killing school life, was the deteriorated version of Enoshima-sama, who will lead the 78 class killing game. This murder game was just a means to see if the alter ego would function properly. The school. No, there were surveillance cameras all over the lab, right? The original plan was to use those cameras to broadcast live events around the world. In your case, it's different. The video was meant to be sent to the information processing room, but it is also being sent to Enoshima-sama in another place elsewhere. Junko Enoshima's been observing everything we've been doing? We in the 78 classroom are different characters. You can't expect the same reaction because they have distinct personalities, but they tend to react the same to unexpected situations within the category of human. In addition to checking Monokuma-sama's normal operation, he was also sending a video as a feedback for the murder game. Because Monokuma was not a robot controlled by someone, but a person equipped with an alter ego, you could safely erase your own memories with confidence. Even the mastermind, no matter what happens, Monokuma will take care of the plan, and he only needs to create an opportunity to recover their memories later. I said this before, but I feel like that's really lame. Like, if Akane just erased all her memories and just became the mastermind when she remembered, like, there's no clues to that. There's no way you could figure that out. You would just have to take a guess. That's kind of lame. I don't like that. First of all, from the time I lost my memories until I got it back, I wasn't the real me. And I don't know what I was thinking. Why don't you ask Monokuma-san about what's next? Huh? You ask Sleep and there's nothing more, right? This is really the end of her job. Oh, are you okay with it? Not that the role is over. Monokuma-san will be disposed soon, right? Is it okay to stay quiet until the end? We lost anyway, so you can say whatever you want. I have no idea what you mean, but if all of this was just an experiment, I have a question for you. Kisaragi and Kurokawa's memory erasure didn't work properly, right? Knowing that, why did you go along with the plan? Oh yeah, even if I knew it, that was something I couldn't have touched. Huh? As I told you, all the plans have been done by Monokuma-sama. Because Monokuma-sama's experiment is more important than a killing class experiment. If he doesn't fulfill it, then it becomes an issue. I can only guess what the main purpose of the alter ego's function only when Monokuma-sama, the coordinator of the students, who erase their memories and fills the number of people, must directly respond to all kind of situations. Hey Monokuma. What should I say? At first we were going to go ahead with 16 people, including Kisaragi-kun. The 78 were of 16 students, so... However, as we proceeded with the plan, Kisaragi-kun's condition was strange. I only found out in the middle. Kisaragi-kun's memory was far from clear. So I stopped the plan we had done, except for Kisaragi-kun. I then started all over again the entrance ceremony. I see. The entrance ceremony? That explains the thing with Uehara and the kids he found. The entrance ceremony, that was when I introduced myself at the entrance hall, but Kisaragi was not there. That's because I didn't have one amnesiac. Also because I had a hard time dealing with that machine, so if I erased their memories twice in a row, there's a chance that the subject's memory could become a living mess. So I completely ripped out your memory, starting with I entered Hope Speak Academy. I don't know if you guys would remember, but if Kisaragi was not there at the time of the admission, wouldn't that cause an effect? Wait, then Kurokawa's memory was still intact, but she wasn't excluded for coming? The time I realized that Miss Kurokawa's memories were vague was after a murder had already happened. Since someone had already died, it was impossible to erase and reset memories again. My mission is to bring a killing school life into perfect shape. A student with even a little bit of memory is the worst irregularity. That is why I try to kill Miss Kurokawa as soon as possible. You tried to kill Kurokawa? Monokuma was developed by an ultimate class programmer. It boasts with a huge degree of completion, but unless they are a real human, there are limits. Monokuma-sama responded to the plan too programmatically. I don't think that's a word, even though this was an experiment, not the main stage. The work was carried out so perfectly that it felt hard to accomplish without any degree of flexibility. Unlike Kisaragi-kun, who actively appealed to him that his memories remain even if his personality was blown away, Miss Kurokawa's memory storage side effects were not so threatening, even if she tried to express it with words or actions. An immense pain would suppress it. Well, that's really convenient, huh? Really convenient that I just worked out that way. So at the beginning, I thought it wouldn't matter, but as time went on, Miss Kurokawa continued to put pressure on me. To quickly rule her out, I kept holding her in check. After the ballroom incident, the number of students decreased and the plan became somewhat successful. So I decided to eliminate Miss Kurokawa without further delay. How could you? What did Mikaru-sama ask the most? The identity of Kisaragi-sama's murderer. I'm glad I didn't kill Kisaragi-kun and locked him up somewhere else. I released Kisaragi-kun, gave a commotion to Kurokawa-san, and after killing Kisaragi-kun, I overturned the charges against her and tried to execute her. I told you, didn't I? The culprit in the last incident was Monokuma-sama. You even broke the rules you set. That's not right. As I said before, it was Miss Kurokawa who installed the storage device. It's fucking stupid. So there's nothing wrong in saying that Miss Kurokawa is the culprit. If I had directed the plan myself, or if Monokuma-sama was more human, I might have left Kisaragi-sama and Kurokawa-sama alone. But never mind. It already happened. This was just an experiment from the get-go. Experiment. In the end, we were destined to play in the hands of these guys anyway. This is the truth. There was no noble reason. It wasn't even that there would be a grand ending. We were just desperate. We wanted the truth so damn much. What were our sacrifices for? For what purpose did we pursue the truth? Did we have to kill each other to know this futile and cruel truth? Congratulations! The game is cleared. It's your victory. Our victory? It doesn't feel like one. In fact, there were a few truths that we found out on our own and we were giving enough clues. The truth we found out in that way was that we were nothing more than subjects of experiments for unrelated people. The 78 classroom. Because of that fact, we won the trial. Our fighting spirit has disappeared. Even if we won, it doesn't seem like we did. What is this? In the end, the deaths of our friends were nothing more than dog deaths, and even if we survived, nothing changes. You play with us as we had nothing to win? You can feel the displeasure that this victory was deliberately given away. What's the purpose in the end? Are you letting us go like this? What's with that expression on your face? You've already plunged us into despair and now you're angry with your defeat? Was it not enough? What? I can't say it openly in front of you. Memories don't come back that way. One way or the other, it was designed so that you could approach the truth yourself directly. But why? Why? Still why? You're not coming back? Yeah, she's talking to us, obviously. What the hell? Akane? This is unfair. I hate the face that you don't remember anything about me at all. That's why we've come this far. If I disappear like this, you should look out for me. What's going on? Hey, what kind of bullshit are you saying? Stop screaming and get ready to let us out. We're going out? We're going out. How long are you going to keep us here? I know it's hopelessly useless and I don't want to, but if we won anywhere, we're going to survive. Yeah, the main thing is that our lives are safe. Let's put our troubled hearts for later and get the heck away from this horrible place. Don't joke around. Where do you think you're going? What? We won! We found out all the truth, Akane. You lost the fight against us. Didn't you say that if we win, you'll get us out safely? Now hurry up, come on. Pant. Yeah, it's not that there's hope yet. Either way, I've pushed it up until here, so all that's left is to rely on their ability. Just a moment ago, this person looked nothing like the Akane Tara I knew. The mood is completely different. I can even feel her despair. Why is she doing that? And apart from that, the more I see Akane Tara like that, the more my head hurts. Yeah, it is your victory. I will guarantee your life. But one last thing. One more thing, please. I'll ask the last piece of the real truth. I don't know what's more to say. Do we need to proceed with the trial beyond this? Are you truly satisfied with this truth? The basis of this was designed this way. Didn't you notice that what the clues were pointing to? If you don't find the truth, everything becomes meaningless. I left a lot of clues and hints to hear that answer. What truth are you babbling about? We already figured out everything. That's right. Why are you so jumpy all of a sudden? It's pathetic to be content with finding a plan that's nothing more than an experiment. If I tell you any more direct clues than this, it may become irreversible. Great, now I can't help it. I'll give you a few more hints. If you listen to what I'm going to say from now on, you'll know why you're missing a very peculiar thing. What? Are you saying we missed something? We should have found out all the truth. Akane Tara admitted it. But why is she acting like this? One is Kisagi's note in the back room of the library. It's them. Those guys are suspicious. Plural. Second is a clue related to an ultimate despair external agent. There are people who were external agents, but after entering Hope Speak, they were no longer external agents. Junko Enoshima entrusted them with a special mission. Third is the bundle of notes from Kisaragi-sama's in the headmaster's office. I thought it would be fine to deal with them in advance, but Mikako says we should trust them more. What do they mean? This cannot be. No, it can't be. I see now. It wasn't an unfamiliar fact. We've already talked about this possibility a few times now. When Akane Tara regained her memories, the truth being revealed, and we just naturally forgot, then the truth she wants to tell us is... No way. No, don't tell me. There's more than one? Those guys, those who are no longer outside agents, they were entrusted a mission. It refers to multiple people, not Akane Tara alone. That means the mastermind is not Akane Tara only? That's not possible. That's it, that's the truth I wanted so much. You have to learn this truth and move on. By all means, do try. Hey, wait, what are you saying? There's another mastermind? What a joke. It's not a joke? It wasn't surprising, because we've already discussed the possibility that there's more than one mastermind. The clue appeared to us before and we became oblivious to the fact. In conclusion, it's quite possible. No, looking at the clues, it's highly likely to be true. Damn it, why did I overlook this important fact? No, it can't be. It was obviously Akane Tara that knocked us out, and the others were together when the lab was attacked. Did Kinjo-sama see that in person? What? The only fact that Kinjo-sama saw was that Akane Tara, who is hiding behind you, attacked as an ultimate despair. In that panic attack, Kinjo-sama didn't see any of his friends other than me. Am I wrong? That's because the mastermind Kinjo-sama saw was me. Elsewhere, my colleague, that person, was attacking the students. Ha ha ha. That person, the person you're talking about, don't you mean Enoshima? No? Why is people like Mikaru-sama like that? I never told you that. Enoshima-sama was with me. Because when I referred to Enoshima-sama, I was calling Enoshima-sama's name. Who is it? Who's that person? It's pretty obvious, man. No, it doesn't matter. That's right, Monokuma. No, was it another member of the Ultimate Despair that was helping outside? That's gotta be. You are escaping reality now. The people in the laboratory are the 79th class student of Hope Speak Academy and one program called Monokuma-sama. There are no other people other than us. Did I tell you? Meaning, they are one of the 16 students from the 79th class. It's also a fact that it's one of the people here. This is the truth I really wanted. Mwahaha. Among us. Another mastermind. Looking at the situation so far and seeing that there's a mastermind in the shadows, then there's only one possibility left. Akane Tara, just like you, they erased the memories that they were the mastermind. That's correct. It was them who suggested that we erase the memories of us who were originally the masterminds. I was just following orders. No, it can't be. There's another mastermind among us? There's no way that's true. Yeah, the mastermind is Maki, or Higa, Tamori, Atano, Yamaguchi, Inori, Uehara, maybe Kobashika, or Iranami. They must have already died. It makes sense, right? If you even erase your own memories, you could die from the plan you devised as a mastermind, right? No, you're more likely to die. In fact, out of the 16 people, only 5 of us survived. Hey, there's definitely something wrong with that statement. I'm so shocked to even hear your suggestion. But what if they did die? After all, we are already considered dead. If that person could sacrifice his plan for Inoshima's plan, they would be willing to give up their lives. Crazy bastards. You guys are really insane. Well, I was just talking about possibilities. The reason they erased their own memories despite such risk is because they were confident that they and I would never die in a murder game. Why? There was no particular reason. That's their ability. It's because we're lucky! Huh? Wow! And we're actually like this. Me and them survived and we're in this place right now, aren't we? There's no way I'll ever forget his face. He's clearly the true mastermind of this place. No, you can't. Don't be fooled, everyone. We're trying to alienate... alienate... Google, help me. Alienate. I know that word, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Alienate. Alienate us so we don't get out of here together. No, this is the truth. The final truth. Because this is the last truth that awaits you. The truth was harsh. More despair comes over than that we were mere experimental body bags. In the end, it was impossible for the 4 of us to escape together as we had promised. One of us must be the other mastermind, the cruel truth that awaits us. So, who is it that you're speaking about? Hikaru. Don't look at me like that. We can't help it. This is the truth. I've been keeping this possibility in mind for a long time. So I know this isn't just bullshit. So what if we find out who the mastermind is? We promised to leave together. Sometimes there are truths we shouldn't know. Then what are we supposed to do? Look at me. I know that, but what can we do? We are already unable to keep the promise that we all go out together. I'm really sorry for being a woman without blood or tears. Nevertheless, I completely ignored you, looked down on you for being incompetent, and I really hate it. Well, I still hate it, but still just for a little bit, as I could. Go out with you guys. I wanted to try the ability to play with a friend I often spoke to. I've been thinking about it a bit seriously, but in the end, one of us won't be able to do that. It's impossible, unavoidable. Hikaru's heart flooded in understanding. For her, the words she said before us must have shaken her heart even more. The fact that the mastermind erased their memories. In other words, they didn't know that they were in the mastermind. The fact that they believed in that all this time. The source of their existence collapsing. My source. Why us? Fine. If you really wanted us to know this truth, the rest is up to you, Akane Tara. What do you mean? I want you to tell me who among us is the other mastermind. As long as that's true, we can't just ignore it and leave. Of course I know who they are, but I can't say it with my own mouth. Why? They have lost their memory now. In order for that person to return to their original self from who they are, they need to realize their own identity. That's why I deliberately left clues and hints to you all, and induced truth to bloom on its own. But it seems that it was not enough to see that they did not recover their memories, even after coming all the way here. What? Then after Kurokawa was executed, even after a murder class was over, they said that they would keep us alive and open a trial to uncover the truth. Everything was done in order to meet them again. To see them again. They can do anything. Yeah, if only I could bring them back. Because they can overcome any kind of despair. What? It's nothing. Now, as expected, even though they haven't gotten their memories yet, they're probably feeling a certain sign as they find out the truth. So everyone, please start one more final last discussion. Reveal the identity. Please return them to me. What? Yuki, are you okay? It's so shocking that even you could vomit. Hey, you've been feeling sick throughout your whole trial now. Right, are you? No, it's okay. Let's continue. We can't stop now. Whatever truth comes out, If we think about it based on what we said so far, the mastermind is in a state where they don't know who they are. This means that even if you guys are in your usual state without being suspicious at all, no matter who you are, there's nothing strange. Still, there's no way to find out who the real mastermind is. There's no physical evidence. If only we had any clues. A little more, just a little more. It's almost here. Now I can see them soon. So I will give you one last piece of advice, your origin. Think about who you are. That is how the situation will come to an end. Origin? Origin. True, my origin, my true identity. I'm Yuki Maeda. My origin is the one that brings to mind my true identity. I'm Yuki Maeda. I need to find out the mastermind. Anyway, there's a mastermind among us, and if we have to uncover them, we have no choice but to do it. I don't know what the origin is, but I have my own alibi, right? Akane Tara attacked me. If I was the mastermind, she wouldn't have to. Yeah, there's evidence that Kinjo is definitely not them. I'm the successor of a toy mart, and I've been selling everyone since I was young. So I think my existence will probably be proven by others. I don't know if you'd believe me because I don't know if I'm the mastermind, but I've never done anything that would put the world in despair. If I could prove it this way, there would be records of me being invited as an external lecturer at various schools. I have no such interest in despair. Yuki, calm down, what's wrong with you? It's fine, hey, listen about me. I'm the ultimate lucky student. Before I entered Hope Street Academy, I was an ordinary student. Maida, what's wrong? Even if this condition is strange, isn't it too severe? Maida, surely you're not. Why are you guys looking at Yuki like that? It's just that his body is sick because since the start, Yuki continued to be unwell after the trial started, right? From the beginning of the trial, you say. Akane Tara gave us a chance to find out the truth, to bring back the memories of another mastermind. To realize the true identity in turn one by one. And according to the hypothesis, he even said that they were already feeling signs of it. What does that mean, you guys? Come on, you don't mean... Maida's symptoms are very unnatural. Hey Yuki, Maida, answer me. Who are you? What are you talking about? I'm Yuki Maida. There's nothing special about me. I don't know what to say. An ordinary elementary school? I went to an ordinary middle school? In my first motive video, my mother appeared. I am a high school student with a very ordinary family. Yuki Maida. My head is splitting. What is this headache? I can't open my eyes. It feels like I'm going to die. Someone save me. Damn it. You look distressed, Maida-sama. If you can still hear, I'll ask you a few questions. You said earlier that you came from a normal elementary school and middle school earlier, right? Where did you go on elementary school and middle school? What? What do you mean? You may not remember what the school looked like after a long time, but everyone knows the name of the school they went to, right? So where are you from? That's simple. Besides that, you say you saw your mother? Do you remember your mother's name? Yuki. Why? The name of the school I went to. Mom's name too. I can't remember. What is this? I can't do this. I know for sure. Why? Maida-sama, the school you went to, even your parents are unknown to you. You are... Who are you? Are we gonna become the Joker? Hey you. Hey, wake up. Hello. Can we start greetings? I'm trying to work my courage here. At the beginning of the day, we were all introducing ourselves at the front door, but you went away from the topic yourself. And since the new semester, as soon as we sit in the classroom, there's nothing to do. I don't want to sleep. This is my own idea, but you're super cool among all the guys, right? Hey, wait, don't ignore me. I apologize if I offended you. What's my purpose? No, rather than purpose, I'm a part of the same class in the same semester, so I was just talking to my classmate who I will be with for the next years. You sure are a blunt, speechless guy. Well, if you have such a personality, you can't help it. Anyway, let's get to know each other slowly. My name is Yamato Kisaragi. Yamato ni. When I ask where you went, you were in the classroom. You haven't even finished your self-introduction yet, so why have you already entered? What, this kid? Mikako, what is it? I'm worried about him. This is my opinion, but it seems like something is refusing him to hang out with friends. Oh, this girl is Mikako Kurokawa. She and I are just friends. Well, I guess you can say we're closer than that, but okay. What, not interested? What's with that tone? What, a funny guy, huh? What are we saying? Calm down, Mikako. I don't think there's anything good about getting mad at him here. I'm sorry, we won't bother you anymore. Still, today's a new semester. No, it's not a new school year, but it's the entrance ceremony for us still. This is my idea because everyone seems to be good guys. I'm still in the process of introducing myself, so if you're thinking about it, try to join us. Yamato-ni, let's go. I don't like him. No, don't say that too much. Oh, Mikako, don't worry about me, you. Oh, come to think of it, I don't even know your name yet. I won't force you, but won't you tell me your name? Because we're classmates now. Yuki Maeda. Maeda, right? Okay, looking forward to meet you, Maeda. I hate having to take classes with a guy like that for several years. If it weren't for him, the others are all good kids. You only know their names yet. Don't say that too much. It's okay to slowly get to know each other. In that way, when we first met, we were worse than now, right? Yamazuni, when was that? But oh well, fine. If Yamazuni says so, I'm sure I'll be able to get to know Maeda too. Oh, I can move. Move? Whoa, Maeda-sama, you're here. Sorry, even though I know you shouldn't talk, I can't calm myself down. No, Maeda-sama, it's been a while since we entered the school, but as you said, I mixed with the students in my own way. Okay, this is confusing, because you were already a despair girl before... We were both already the despair people before entering the school. So why, if we just erase our memories up until we enter the school, both of us should still be despair people. As you said, I mix with the students in my own way. There's some people who can call me my best friend in their own words. Who call me their best friend in their own words. Oh no, I have no intention of doing that. I am Maeda-sama's loyal servant. No matter what anyone says, I'll follow any orders. What's this feeling? Maeda-sama, you may know, but it's the first time I've been with ordinary people like this. Oh, what's the purpose for this summon? I'm sorry, I should have told you that. The others could find out, so in conclusion, since then there have been no orders from Enoshima-sama. Can we just keep going like this with no purpose? I know, I don't think that at all. Maeda-sama goes against Enoshima-sama's abilities and follows him, and I follow Maeda-sama like that too. Are you really satisfied with this? Eek! I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. I won't say anything weird again, so please. If I'm abandoning you, if I'm abandoned by you, I don't deserve to leave. Please don't abandon me. Hey, someone inside? Oh, Akane, Maeda, was it? Oh, Ayame, what are you doing here? I was about to go back to the dormitory after using the playground, but I heard someone crying in the classroom. Was I imagining it? Surely you must be. Hey, Akane, what's going on? There were no classes for this classroom today. Even alone with Maeda, too. Maeda-sama seems to have lost something here, so I was helping him find it. Is that so? Were you two close friends? No, Ayame-sama knows Maeda-sama doesn't really try to get close to us, right? Still, I have to help out as a classmate. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maeda hardly speaks, but if it's okay with you, let me help you as your classmate too. What item did you miss? Actually, we found it right before Ayame-sama came here. Don't worry, I've already returned it to Maeda-sama. You mentioned we were going to the dormitory, didn't you? If it's okay, can I go to Ayame-sama's room today? I'd like to do some cleaning. Didn't you do the cleaning 2 days ago? Well, it doesn't really matter if you want to. I'm glad, then let's go. Oh, wait. Maeda, I'll see you in class tomorrow. Alright, no matter what happens, I'm on your side. I'll never betray you. What's this? What the hell is this? This is outrageous. Dead, a member of the council. Real dead people. I was vaguely aware that it was bad, but it was this much? I mean, this is more than a simple school conspiracy. Besides, it's just my own opinion, but that woman's body movements and that speed of after processing in the video, that's not an ordinary person. If these guys are like this, there's a high probability that the wiretapping device and the cameras were caught. Shit. What to do? What can I do? Tell father. No consult with Mikako? Maybe tell Kinjo and Mikaru? No, I can't. The moment I tell someone about this, that person will also be exposed. They'll be in danger. I can't let my family or friends be involved in this. I have to carry it by myself. I don't know how far I can do it on my own, but I've learned too many things to just take my feet off now. Our peaceful lives are over. Seriously, I have no choice but to risk my life to fight the darkness of this school. Oh, Yuki. Hello, Yuki. You're suddenly saying hello? He's still not friendly. How are you? We don't talk much, but we're in the same class. Is Yuki going back to his room too? See? He's ignore mode as always. You can't approach him like this. The tears won't stop. Don't lie. What was that? How many years do you think I've lived with Yamato-kun? I can even tell just by looking at the fact that Yamato-kun is carrying a huge amount of burden right now. It's really nothing though. This is my idea, but aren't you overreacting? What do you say that? I'm always worried about Yamato-ni. That's an overreaction. Have you been like this from a long time ago? Even if you say it's not, you don't believe it, and you're meddling until the end anyways. Anyone who sees this will think you're my mother. Doesn't matter how many years we've lived. Every single day I'm tired of your nagging and battling. You can't spend a day where you just keep quiet without saying a single word, not even if the earth splits in 2 parts. Yeah, just last week, too, you. Fine, I'm sorry for nagging. From now on, I won't be meddling a word or anything for you, so do whatever you want, you idiot, baka. Are you okay, Yamato? Yamato-chin? Okay. What, you guys, were you here? What's going on? You two are fighting. And what you said now was harsh. I'm so ashamed of this. It's no big deal. It's been reduced a lot lately. What? But usually, back in the days, we used to fight like this. Is it because you guys are siblings? It's like me and Kobezing when we fight every day? Still, you and Kurokawa, I can understand that she's been worried about you. Recently, you're always thinking about special machines and you're in your own little space. I was? That's right. If you have any concerns, you should tell Kurokawa about it. You see how much she cares about you? Or are you fine with leaving your friends like that? No, it's fine. I can't tell Mikako, not you guys either. It's the best for me and you guys too. What? Nothing. Go on and sleep. You guys are gonna be busy with class tomorrow, right? I'll take care of Mikako. Yeah. I'm assuming this is none of this is chronological. It's just like a bunch of shit that happened that we remember. Hey, what was that broadcast? I don't know, even if you ask me. There's been a lot of activity in the West District since this morning. The usual demo seems to be something different, so maybe something happened this time. Connie, what's wrong with you? Have you been feeling bad since this morning? Very quiet too. Oh, did I look like that? It's nothing. I'm just a little tired. I'm sorry for worrying you. Oh, that announcement. On that announcement, they asked to wait for further instruction until then, but several minutes have passed since then, and there's no answer. But it'd be best to move. Is it really okay? Can we ignore the instructions and leave? I have the same thoughts as Kinjo. We need to have courage to act voluntarily in cases of emergencies, rather than waiting for orders from superiors unconditionally. Yeah, even I think the situation is weird right now. But what about Yamato-ni? Kisaragi can't help it, even though we haven't been in touch lately. We can confirm that he went to his hometown. We'll try later to call him and get in touch. Okay. And first... What? That was a scream. Plus it sounds like it came from the hallway right outside. Kobezing, don't hold all my clothes, they'll trash. You guys, the 79 classroom? Everyone, you have to run now. Senpai, what's going on? Monster, a monster. Ah, oh, crap. Ah! Huh? Boo. Kurokawa! Hoo hoo hoo. Okay, explosion probably would have killed her, but... What? Hey, it's broken. Mikako, are you okay? Yamato-ni. Thank God, I'm so glad. It's not too late. Sniff. Yamato-ni! Wow, I was scared. Hey, why are you suddenly hugging? Kisagi, where have you been? I couldn't even reach you. What's with this gigantic gun? That's what smashed that strange robot? Everyone shut up, there are things more important than asking that. What's the situation? You said it's not too late, do you know something? I don't have time to relax and explain. Right now, something absurd is happening in Hope Speak Academy. For now, everyone follow me. We have to get out of here right now. Follow you, where are we going? A laboratory research institute owned by the Kisaragi Foundation. Narrow. Cold. Hey Kisaragi, Kinjo, Teruya, Kurokawa. Why are you all inside? I can't help it. Even for a large truck, it would be unreasonable for all of us to be inside. Be patient. It's my own opinion, but it seems the airport is not far away. About how much? Come on, Kobashikawa, just be patient. Kisaragi and Kurokawa are members of the foundation. Kinjo and Teruya know geography well, so we just have to wait for now. Why did it have to be a truck? If it's a camper or a bus, everyone can be more comfortable. True! Based Mitch as always, man. This was brought from my uncle with difficulty. Still, is it easy to get a means of transportation that can move 16 people at once? Be patient, we've only crossed the bridge. Yes, everyone cheer up. Come on, why is everyone closing their mouth? Say something, you're thinking about that again. If you think about it, just this bridge we're passing right now that's spread in front of our eyes. Countless of people are as corpses. Oh, why do you have to put that in your mouth? Can you see I'm turning my eyes away from that as much as possible? Atano really doesn't care. Sorry, unintentionally, I think I'll just... Wait a minute, the person we just passed. They were asking for help, they're still alive. Hey, can you stop for a moment? At least let me first aid. Don't be funny, do you want to die? Don't you remember how many times we ran into a mob and barely managed to get away from them? That we couldn't show on screen because we don't have the budget? If you get caught, what will you do? But... It is unacceptable to risk our entire lives just to save that one person. Be it first aid or whatever. Survival is hopeless as long as you're injured in this situation. Give up. It upsets me. I became a doctor in order to save people, but seeing someone dying and having no choice but to run away. The only thing I can do is run away. Oh, don't cry, Inori. It still doesn't seem real. I was in school just a few hours ago. When the world happened, was there a war? Kisaragi promised that he would tell us everything if we arrived safely at the laboratory, and it goes without saying that Kisaragi saved their lives. For now, it's absolutely best to trust him and follow him. It's not that I don't believe in Kisaragi, but are we okay with this? I've fallen far at school, but blood and devil's coming out. What happened to our family? My club manager, the headmaster, the FIFA headquarter, man. Think about the FIFA headquarter. Yeah, I also have a family. I have a younger sister to take care of. I'm worried about everything too. Keisuke, bro. Mom, Dad, Ryotaro, Rika, Yuzu. Seriously, why is the mood getting more and more gloomy? Hey, Kobashikawa. Like you've always done, drop a joke and lighten up the mood a bit. Huh? Even if you suddenly tell me to do something like that. For a cheerleader, a desperate person is the worst sight to see. If you only think bad about being anxious, only really bad things will happen. I understand that, but... Oh, that's right, I had a thought earlier. It reminds me of the game we played last time when we all got on a truck like this. It's a game that's popular for its high degree of freedom, but the game program part was like we're not, and several people were transported on wagons like us. Skyrim? Are you talking about Skyrim? I'm not interested, but I'd rather you say something, so? Huh? That was it. I've played that game before. But in the prologue, wasn't the main character transported to an execution site? It is Skyrim! Eek! Burn it! Put oil in the fire! Do you want to die, Kowashikawa? I said raise the mood, but you made it darker now. No, I didn't know, I forgot. What now? Yeah, there! Hoo hoo hoo. Ah, monsters! They're chasing us. These guys keep chasing the truck even at full speed. You fools, if you get caught here, you'll be wiped out. Kisaragi, this is a big deal. A strange bear is coming out way from behind. What? Oh, damn it. Can we go faster? It's already full speed. If you take into account the cracks in the road and dead bodies, we can't run any faster. We're all done for. No, I'm not giving up. That weapon. Nice, Kisaragi, a direct hit. I barely hit it. Wait a minute, what is that? There's 3 more? Not 3, more like a dozen more of them in the back. What the hell? What are you shooting at? The car is shaking too much and these guys are trying to shake it little by little. It's over. There's no future. We're all going to die. Just like everyone else. What's with the chili? They're giving up first. Damn it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, Maki! The sniper! She is a sniper! This is what her skill it was used for. Kisaragi, pass me that gun. Well, but this is completely different than a normal rifle. Quickly now. Yeah, Kyoka! That was amazing. It would be a joke. It would be a joke as recall, but as a speaker? Although I'm not very interested in my talent and I don't show it, I'm still the girl who entered the Hope Speak Academy as the ultimate sniper. For the first time in my life, I'm feeling grateful for my talent. Because I can protect everyone. These ugly bears, I won't let you escape my sight. Incredible. Kyoka, to think she would have been like this. That's only natural. I'm reluctant to hang out with you guys, but I've acknowledged your talents. So what in the world is that gun anyway? This is an electromagnetic railgun that was outsourced from the US military before it was developed. It was too dangerous to check its function, so I brought something that was locked up in the warehouse. The accuracy is tricky. It must be difficult to use, but how can Maki use it so skillfully? That's because it's Maki's talent. Good job, Maki, get him. I'll cheer for you, Kyoka. You guys, can you please be quiet? Eh? Maki! Okay. Huh? That was dangerous. A bear almost climbed on the side. Good thing I had a soccer ball with me. Was I the only one who saw it? Pathetic things. It was there because the Maki's shooting skills are so fantastic I suddenly lost my sight. Did you save me? Yeah, this body saved your life. Well, if that guy got you, we'd all be dead, so good to say I saved myself and the other guys. You're right. Thank you, Higa. If you're grateful, how about a date with me later then? It's your lifesaver's request. So you will accept, right? Wake up from your dreams. Who's gonna be with you? Kyoka, break the annoying love comedy like Kobashikawa and Irinami and look ahead. Those guys are still there. Hey, I didn't do any love comedy. Phew, I think I've dealt with all of those who came into my sight. I'm alive. We're alive? Yeah, we're alive. That's right, haha. Has everything sorted out? Kinjo. This baffled Kinjo, we worked hard outside, but Kurokawa, Tori, and you were having a good time inside? We didn't do that much, we also had our job to do. Anyway, thanks to Maki's effort, I think we arrived safely. This scene is very long, huh? Arrives. Yeah. We arrived at the airport. The helicopter from the Kisaragi Foundation is the next one. Are we also going to have a 15-minute scene of us riding the helicopter? Now then, you male students can sleep in this temporary dormitory. If anything happens, call us by ringing the bell. Are you sure you don't want to ask anything? Me, sis, do you have a boyfriend? Yeah, I have one. Oh. I see. Figure out the mood already. The world is in this division and you want to hit on girls? Also, you have a girlfriend. No, I think it's important to keep calm at your own pace. I think so too. Still, I'm anxious and I don't even know if the situation will get better. But it won't do us any good to drop the mood. Yeah guys, you heard all about the circumstances from Kisaragi a while ago, didn't you? We're putting our lives on the line, so let's wait and trust that it's safe. As for our families and acquaintances, they will be searched and brought here as soon as they find them. Because all we can do now is believe. Hey, what's with you, Iga? All those things with a deep and heartfelt meaning. I'd figure you would doubt all this, Sarah. Shut up, you asshat. I sometimes get serious too, you know? Anyway, sorry for the inconvenience, but please be patient and stay here for a while. Let's go back. Oh, can you hold on a minute? Where are Kisaragi and Kinjo? The president and student Kinjo are busy collecting information outside. Even though the president didn't want them to, the student Kinjo said he would continue to do it despite telling him to take a break. I'm so sorry, I don't know if we should go and help too. What good would it be for fools like us to go? I'd rather not get in the way. I hate to admit it that I'm an idiot, but there's a point in saying it. I don't know about the girls, but among men, except for those two, all of us are staying behind. Excuse me, if you're talking about the test scores, first of all, I'm in the top 5 of the class. Don't you know that studying isn't everything in life? I strongly agree with you. Wahaha, are you spelling like that because of your exam results? First time I saw Uehara, I thought you'd be good at studying, weren't you? Japanese is just difficult. Let's compete with math. Abstain, withdraw. Haha, I'm glad that everyone looks healthier than I thought. For now, please rest easy. Oh, excuse me. Oh yes, did you wish to ask me something? No, it's not exactly that, but what I mean is you saved us. I wanted to say thank you. It's okay, after all, it is just a president's suggestion. Please give thanks to him instead. He really has the heart of an adult. It's the same as his father up to that point. Kisaragi seems to have earned a lot of respect. Sorry, this scene is going on so long. I'm just laying down. I've got to get comfortable, you know? Indeed, even though the world has become so chaotic, I'm very proud to belong here. In this foundation, my president is worthy of that trust. Yeah, I thought that I would save all my classmates, but I think it would be unreal to put into practice. This must be the CEO's virtue to have good friends like all of you. Well then, we shall go back. Good night. By the way, I can't really feel it. Is this it? Even after passing through the crisis of so many people's corpses and dead, we can still talk like usual. Maybe it's because of the unique familiarity this laboratory has. It may be because it is a facility related to the Kisaragi family. But I feel Kisaragi's friendliness. His friendliness. You know, it feels like we're strangely attracted to Kisaragi. He's smart, he's good at sports, he's from a rich family, he has a nice personality. It's not because of his unique friendliness, it's because he's the perfect superhuman. Well, there's no one between us who would go crazy about that. Everyone has a talent, don't they? I'm just happy with my talent. Isn't there one kid without one? Everyone turns to look at us. Teruya, he was selected by a lottery, so it is also true that luck is a talent. Don't be like that. Oh, I didn't mean it in the bad way, Yuki. But you, as usual, when you come to the lab, you're expressionless with any indifference. Even in this situation, the poker face is scary. Hey Yuki, don't leave out what happened and let's talk about the things we couldn't do because you didn't do anything. You won't stop being depressed if you keep your mouth shut because you're worried about your family. How about it, when you go and sneak into the girls' room later? Even though it's a serious situation, I think we need to have a school trip mood here. Kobashikawa, I'll tell that to Iranami tomorrow. You, that's a bit cowardly. Oh. Leave him alone, a kid like that. I don't even know what he's thinking. He's completely built a wall with us. Sorry, I thought he'd be a good kid if I opened up and talked to him. So what do we do? Who's going to the girls' room later? Stop, I'm going to scold you for not understanding the mood here. No, it's possible that the girls are depressed. In that case, having us go and make a lot of noise is a plus in this situation. Seriously, Uehara, I think I like you a bit more. Are we done? No? Oh my god. So, what are we going to do next? Wow, with a classmate you've been, you think that's the most despair feeling? Then I'll leave the work you've been thinking about for a while to you. Don't bother me with the details. Don't worry, I'll be watching. Even if you mention it, it's not important to know. By the way, did you know, as long as you decide to do this, you might die. Huh? Did you really think I was worried about you? My nails won't even show up with the plan, so get rid of that fuss. How about it? Are you in a bit of despair right now? No fun guy, whatever. From now on, you're the king on that side. Good luck. Oh my god. Is this it? Right, this is the alter ego Enoshima-sama asked for. Yes, I'll do it. It will never happen, I told you. No matter what happens, I'm on your side. Huh? If it happens? If it does? Blank-sama, Enoshima-sama thinks so, then of course I will. No, it's not really like that. I always follow my master's will. Then can I show you with my body? Tomorrow I will show my will true action. Oh, that's what you mean. So that Blank Sama doesn't have such doubts again. Upon Taro will prove it. I'm guessing it's Utsuro. And Utsuro is like her real name or something. It's her despair name. That I will be on your side even if you turn the world into your enemy. It's like how in Organization 13 in Kingdom Hearts, when you join, you need to like scramble your name and add an X. It's like that. When you join the Despair Squad, after you watch the video that turns you evil, you need to change your name into a despair-inducing name. Hey, who's there? Maida, Tara, you guys. Kisaragi. You guys, what are you doing here? The record room is a restricted area where no one can enter except those with permission. Oh, that's right. A researcher accidentally did whatever. I skipped accidentally. I didn't realize Maida-sama was following me. The only person who knows the password is me. Not. Anyways, this is a dangerous place. Look, weird. This is a dangerous place that you shouldn't be touching around. Come on now. Yes, I'm sorry. I was about to leave anyway. Maida-sama? Blank-sama, Kisaragi-sama has found us. Very, very well. I'll follow your orders. Oh my god. Oh, Maida, student. Yahoo! It's me, Mario. Yep. Why do Monokuma sprites here different than normal Monokuma sprites? Oh my god, Mitch, you gotta stop, man. Is that really the most useful thing you could be doing in this situation? Damn it, there's not much time left before these metal robots come here. This is a big deal, too many enemies. This barricade will be drilled in no time. Wow, Sniff, why did those guys show up in this lab? Why do we have to suffer like this? You're noisy, stop crying. Crying doesn't make our situation easier. But I'm telling you, all the researchers in the lab were torn and killed in front of us. I don't even know where the others are. No, before that, we're gonna die here. Wow. No, there's still hope. I thought the moment I glanced at it. Can you see the vent behind me? Vent! Yes. I'm not sure, but as long as it is a vent, it will get us through the outside. More, you go in there and ask for help outside. What? Why me? If we don't have Maki, we can't go through here. And I can't go inside because of my physique. Try to ask for help somehow. Find other survivors too. Nonsense. How can I help? This is an artificial island in the middle of the sea. Not even an escape, but to even make contact. And we do nothing here and die? There's no other way. Okay, I'll try. Yes, that's good. Don't worry about what will happen to us. Man, Kizuna was right in chapter 2. Yeah, when she was like when she told when she was like, Akane, I'm gonna go kill Yuki because he's the mastermind. She was kind of spitting. It's like, good. Don't worry about what will happen to us. Ask for help. Fucking Mitch, man. What a goat. Huh? Eh? Why? Yeah. Kizuna. Woohoo! Ridiculous how an event. Yahoo! Dangerous. Higa. Run away. That gun. Handle it properly because there is no one else but you. Run away as much as you can. The others. We're friends. Kizuna. Higa. Grr. Live Yuki reaction? Dude, I can't believe this is still going. Sniff, wow, stop crying, you know, we hid here, but they might hear the sound. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. Damn it, why? Why did this happen? Why did those bears invade the lab? It seems this was too far from Kisaragi's foresight. What? Kisaragi said there might be some suspicious people among us. In other words, it would be that one of us created this disaster. It can mean, how could any of us ever do something like this? Okay, although there's no doubt, I also have a hard time believing. If we say that, what happened in the school also means that someone might be the mastermind. It's kind of an inaccurate information, while even if it's true, it's only going to get more suggestive. It's not important right now. What we need is how to get out from this situation. The others, what happened to everyone? Apparently there was a commotion during individual actions, everyone separated, but I'll believe in their safety. I'm worried too, somehow we escaped and hid in this warehouse. Will it be discovered soon? No, it will be fun for now. I didn't come to this dead-end warehouse without thinking. Is there something in the warehouse? It's not like there's anything special, but the entrance to this warehouse, it's all locked, so it can be locked from the inside and the material is hard to break through. And first, we should look at the situation, seek an opportunity, escape and join with the others. I don't think it's going to be that easy, but our lives are safe right now. But now, let's wait for the opportunity. I'm sorry if this sounds like something out of the ordinary, but I'm lucky to be with you two. Are we gonna see everyone's fucking reaction to this? Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? Well, you two are tall and strong in our class. It makes me feel so safe. Honestly, if I had been alone, I would have been terrified and unable to do anything. No need to praise me like that. I haven't done anything. I'm the same being nervous. The calm one is Uehara leading us. You're just shy, Yamaguchi. Don't underestimate yourself so much. You're one of the men I would honestly respect the most. Why are you being like this? Come to think of it, the two of you were just like that since the beginning of the semester. Now you've definitely gotten closer. At first, I was not used to the class atmosphere, so I felt a sense of loneliness and started talking. Is this really the moment, man? But Yamaguchi is a warm-hearted man than hurt any of us. Stop it, there's no use in hearing these kinds of words in this situation. What about it? We'll have to hide for a while anyway, so let's stop thinking gloomy thoughts for a while and chat in quiet voices. Yeah, unless we're really out of luck, as though will protect us. What was that just? Shh, there's someone outside the door. There's something outside the door, rather. Oh. It opened? How? The mechanism shouldn't be opened so easily. Just from a killing robot. Yeah! Hoo-hoo-hoo. Run away now! We have to get out of here! What about Yamaguchi? Don't mind me. We move now. Let's go, Inori. I'll come back for Yamaguchi, absolutely. Oh, it's gonna be awkward when they see Yuki. Okay, I'll hold on to that. What? The door is... Uehara? The door suddenly closed. It won't open. This doesn't make sense. Hey, Yamaguchi. Hoo-hoo-hoo. No, someone... No! Live Yuki reaction? Blank Sama. Everyone from my side have been processed. Kobashikawa, Sama, Satsuki Sama, Kindra Sama, Mikaru Sama, Otori Sama, and Ayame. All for you. Oh, she feels bad about Ayame, saying such things. Please don't do that anymore. I showed you in action. Do I have to do more than this for you to be able to trust me? Huh? Kyoko-sama is still holding out. I won't get beaten. You think I'll lose? Not until everyone's safe. Nearly 70% of the army? Only by Kyoko-sama alone? Okay, oh yes, Kisagi-sama and Mikaku-sama will be there. If we deal with Kyoko-sama, it can be implemented immediately. Kyoko-sama, of course, even though I was acting. She and Ayame-sama were close to me. I know, maybe it's because of affection that suspicion builds up from Blank-sama. And it makes you say such things. But it's already in the past, because you're my one and only priority than anything else. Understood. I'll take care of it. You guys, this is my idea, but you guys really are. Please come to your senses, it's not too late yet. I mean, you guys are friends. No, it's already too late. We've crossed the line we shouldn't have crossed. I knew for a long time that you guys were suspicious. I thought a lot about it. I was worried about mobilizing the researchers to neutralize you earlier. Mikako asked me to believe in you, to trust you, and I decided to trust you too. But in the end, that didn't reach you? It was only for a few months, but the time we spent together meant nothing to you? No matter what you say, we can't go back. Because all we have left is despair. Ultimate despair. A contagious disease? That's why everything is already too late. It's only No, it's not a disease. Common mistake, Kisaragi. It's not a disease. It's a video that Junko made. Actually, that she made someone make. Anyway, it's a video that when you watch it, you become evil. So actually, that's what it is. It's not a disease. It's a video that you become an evil man after watching. That's why everything is already too late. It's only self-pity for yourself that things turned out like this. That's despair and heartbreaking. Don't be ridiculous. We don't despair. We didn't abandon our hopes. If despair is an epidemic that you can use hope as a vaccine to cure that epidemic. I mean, you could try making a hope video. No one's tried that yet. But you could try to make a hope video that makes you a good guy. A video that turns you into a good guy. You could try that. As long as we don't give up hope, we will never despair. Hope will never lose to despair. It can be cured because we haven't given up yet. No matter what happens, I won't give up. What's so stupid about what Yamato-kun said? He said what he believes. Once he says he believes, then you believe it until the very end, because that is true fate. Yukako. Yeah, that's right. Despair, it's nothing. We will not give up hope until the very end, everyone, including you guys. You all have the power to find an end to a happy ending. No, nothing is impossible if you put your mind to it. Even if it's a life where you can't find a hope anywhere, you can still create that hope. Oh, we're done already? That only took like, shoot. I was scared the scene was gonna end already. It's only been like an hour. We still have a lot more to go through. We need to see them putting everyone in the mind erasing machine, then putting themselves in the mind erasing machine, then Monokuma setting up all the bodies and putting them like in the classroom where they woke up. We need to see all of that, man. It's over. This is all over. Everything. It's over. Everything ends. This is despair. But you who keep such a great despair, he'll follow you forever. Master Utsuro. No. I'm Yuki. My dog. Uh-oh. I'm Yuki Mada. Do you want me to shoot this? There's a pattern to it, hang on. Hopeless. Right, how many points did I get though? Oh, perfect, nice. Cool, 100 points. Me, who am I? First, what should I say? To briefly explain who I am now monologuing, my name is Yuki Maeda. I don't think many people are curious about me. As you can see, there's not much. I'm not particularly handsome, tall, or special. I go out to the streets around 7 in the morning. I'm one of those ordinary students who spreads in the city. That's me. I am Yuki Maeda. Then you, who are you? Holy shit. I am you. Well, you can't see it in OBS, but I can see it, like his reflection in game. False appearance. false memories. You're nothing, you just copied someone else. This memory, it is not mine. No appearance, no personality, no tone, no habits. It's someone else's. In the end, what I've been doing, it's hopelessly meaningless. It didn't mean a thing from the very start. The truth that you discovered raising your curiosity to the limit. The truth that you were looking for. It's a truth that has no meaning. It's so weird that you can't see it at all on OBS. It was only for a short time. You've built your own experience by crossing life and death by your own merits. Your entire existence is just a mask, but that experience is the only real thing that you can call yours. Experience. Now you're putting your feelings into that experience. From here on, it all depends on your choice. My choice. 2 endings? You have no option but to choose. That is your fate. Fate. Now, which one are you going to choose? Can't save. Wait, I kind of want to pick the spare option, but I don't want to have to redo like all of that. Can I save here? Oh, thank you. Whew, okay. Yeah, let's go all despair, man. Fuck it. Oh, wait. Make sure I save. It's a door where you can feel the pitch black darkness. Are you going to choose that door? After you pass through this door, you will never come back to who you are now. You realize that, right? I only want to ask you one thing. In the end, I was... You were not real. Is that what you wanted to ask? You've done a great job so far, me. Yuki? The screaming stopped. Maida. Oh. Oh. You're here, my master. This can't be. No. Why does it have to be you? Maida! It's noisy. What? Master. I was waiting for you, master. Who are you? I don't know how many days it's been. It all feels like a long dream. What is Akane doing? Holy shit, he's so cool. I am Utsuro. What's her deal? I'll be using that name, yes, for you guys only. The classmate who you lived together for several months. If you don't understand this, then you can just think of me as Yuki Maida. Ultimate despair, Yuki Maida. Utsuro-sama, my master. Welcome back, my lord. Holy shit. Bro actually gave himself like a despair nickname. That's so cringe. You've worked hard, Akane Tara. No, if it's to meet you, I'm willing to do anything. You can't keep up with the development and your brain seems to have stopped, everyone. Monokuma. I know because Yuki Maida's memories remain intact, but seeing it in person I can tell right away. But there are no major problems with its program. Hello, Maida-kun. Oh, you're not Maida now, but I'm used to calling you like that, so can I call you like that anyways? Don't talk too much, Monokuma-sama. No matter how much of Inoshima-sama's alter ego is, you're still a prototype. If we became a Hope Man, would Akane follow us? Is she more loyal to Junko, or is she more loyal to us? Someone like you is not a person you can talk to. Utsuro-sama, are you feeling unwell? Contrary to mine, I believed in Utsuro-sama's fortune and restored your memories, so there might be side effects. No issues. Keep quiet. Ah, yes. It's so quiet. So you called Maida? Yes, I overwrote that personality. No, Akane did the same, but you're fundamentally different. You are the mastermind? Yes, perhaps the only person who recognizes me the most is Tsurugi Kinja. Isn't that right, Tsurugi Kinja? Yes, it's you. Maida was like this in her school life. But why? Is this your true self? It's even worse than in school. The feeling is so creepy it makes me nauseous. This is simply because I was pretending to be Yuki Maida on the surface back then. Originally, I had no intention to talk to you guys, where I adhere to the silence more than my original personality. You're joking, right? Yuki's the mastermind? Utsuro is? What does that mean? Yuki, I thought that Yuki would never become the mastermind. Yuki, the one who was the most kind to me and always guided us without giving up hope. There's no way that Yuki's going to become the mastermind. It doesn't make sense in the first place. The fact that the mastermind erased their memories, both of them erased their own memories, both of them survived to the end. And even regained their memories because we're lucky. That's like winning the first prize in the lottery. Artery-sama, you sound so desperate. If you hear that secret, you'll be even more desperate. Is that okay? Secret? Me and Utsuro-sama erased their memories and participated in the killing game without knowing anything, but we both survived. And the reason why we were finally able to regain our memories, it's because of Utsuro-sama's heavenly luck. Luck? This was also an opportunity for us who are only outside agents to enter Hope's Peak Academy. Utsuro-sama. No, if you only think about Yuki Maida's ultimate talent, you'll understand. Ultimate lucky student? You're gonna simply explain all of this was just being lucky? Simply lucky? That's petty. Utsuro-sama's luck has already far surpassed the levels of fortune. It's your own freedom to believe or not believe, but Utsuro-sama's fortune is everything you think can be manifested as it is. A superhuman situation. Utsuro-sama has a personal reality manipulation class ability. Are we fucking power scaling now? Utsuro-sama, who is attracted to Enoshima-sama thanks to this luck, was able to enter Hope's Peak Academy from a simple outside agent to become a member of the Ultimate Despair, and was able to move everything related to this killing school life that had taken place so far at will. Even more, the fantastic thing about this heavenly fortune is, because Utsuro-sama's own thoughts affect it, it can affect Utsuro-sama's allies with his own thinking. Even if it is only the long-term end of Utsuro-sama, the person who is the subject of this can also be blessed to his protection of heaven's luck. Dude, what is this? This is like, this is actually power scaling. Utsuro low diff Goku, man. Stop making stupid jokes like I wouldn't believe any of this nonsense. It's not nonsense. The fact that the two of us survived in the killing game with lost memories is itself clear evidence. Even though we had lost our memories, we were unaware of that fate, but we adjusted the situation to our final plan itself. In that context, didn't some strange occurrences happen during the killing game? Like, for example, the fact that Kinjo-sama is still alive. What? Were you talking about that event? When Kinjo-kun brutally tried to commit suicide in the gym, that gun should have done it, but it went defective all of a sudden and avoided a vital point in Kinjo-kun's brain. Indeed, moreover, even if that was up to that point, Kinjo-sama should have turned into a vegetative human who wouldn't lift his eyes again, but a few hours later he recovered like nothing happened at all. Hold on 1 minute, there's something weird here. Aren't you saying that you or enemies saved Kinjo's life? No, that was because Yuki Maida considered Tsurugi Kinjo a friend. Tsurugi Kinjo's unwillingness to die no matter what must have triggered my heavenly luck. As I said, the blessing of heaven's luck continued even for us, who have lost our memories and had different personalities. Oh yeah, apart from that, if it wasn't for Utsuro-sama's protection, I would have probably died by Kizuna-sama. Kizuna? No, but fighting in the darkened retreat room and stabbing Kizuna in return. That is what luck is. Of course, I didn't intentionally stab Kizuna at the time. Kizuna-sama. If I have the intention to do something even a little bit, it'll control the situation like reality is a nuisance to me. It's a difficult power that I can't control on my own. This is just my thought, but it is the ability of Maida-kun that the grand plan of Junko Enoshima, which can be called the original of my personality, the greatest and most desperate event in human history, was solved without any change. Maida-kun's ability might have something to do with that ending. Are we fucking retconning that that everything happened because Yuki wished for it? Who has better luck, Yuki or Nagito? Who would win in the contest? Because Maida-kun is also a member of the Ultimate Despair. Now you realize Utsuro's fortune is. No, the fact that this ability beyond the realm of luck is reality. Well, it's difficult to understand. Even though I've been around Utsuro-sama for so long, I don't believe in celestial fortune. So I often suspected. Actually, I had a hint that my memory would come back when I heard the keyword Ultimate Despair. Because the way to restore Utsuro-sama's memory really depended on luck. If this was all because Utsuro-sama trusts me, if I bring back my memories, I'll take care of bringing back Utsuro-sama's memories. Keywords or Kanetara? You mean it wasn't luck that your memories came back? Originally, those two left the plan to me and erased their memories. But after the plan was over, they needed to get their memories back, so they made a hint of it. When the number of students decreases and the killing school life comes to an end, it naturally induces the student to uncover the truth. In the process, it was a scenario in which Akane Tara found a clue to the ultimate despair, her memories would come back. If Miss Tara's memories come back, Maida-kun's memory will somewhat be restored by Miss Tara. It was originally like that, but as Kinjo-sama's memories came back, the schedule was moved ahead. Originally, I was able to conduct the last class trial that Monokuma-sama had to proceed with, and thanks to this, I completely believed in Utsuro-sama's luck and acted. It was calculated after playing True the Mastermind role. Maida-sama was willing to actively uncover the truth, voluntarily learn the truth, and then bring back his memories. To be honest, I was very anxious, even after all the truth being revealed. Utsuro-sama showed no signs of coming back. However, in the end, I succeeded in getting Utsuro-sama back. Utsuro-sama, as I said again and again, I'm here only for you. That's enough, you're annoying my ears. Sorry. So you guys, there's no more questions, right? Akane Tara and even me have recovered our memories. Now there's only one thing left to do, and it's to put an end to it. Huh? Now that the game is over, shouldn't we do the backup? The experiment must have gathered a lot of data for Junko and Oshima. Our role, what should have been dead, ends with this. So let the characters who should have died conform to their fate. What? You're killing us? I hate this. I don't want to die. We've struggled so hard to survive here. It's a different story in the first place. In the end, Maida being the mastermind, as a result, we found out the truth. We won the class trial. You said you'd get us out safely. That's not what I said. In the first place, the purpose of this class trial itself was to restore my memories. Nothing more, nothing less. That was just an act that Akane Tara made up to bring back my memories. I lied, Lamau! I just lied. Where did the purpose of your killing school life go? Unfortunately, when Yamato Kisaragi and Mikako Kurokawa died. No, when Hariko Kobashikawa and Satsuki Uranami died, the killing school life ended. We don't have to follow the rules. All we needed was to return our memories and the meaningless truth. All of our goals have been achieved. What is this? What have we been doing so far? It's over. Excuse me, Utsuro-sama. Are you really going to kill everyone? Of course. Now tell me, what is the purpose of your question? Oh, I see. Right. Nothing. It's nothing. Then... It's not over. Hope never goes away. What was... Hope? I can't hesitate here. Do you think the efforts of our dead friends will be in vain? Utsuro-sama, these people, they haven't given up. Rather than despairing, they're pursuing hope. Just from that voice? Fools, you already know that it's no use. Very well, if it's the case, I'll tell you the only way you'll understand thoroughly. The real meaning of true despair. It's like a fucked up version of your team. Utsuro. These people, they're not in despair at all. Can I take that? Akane Tara said they were preparing an helicopter in order to escape. I don't know if that's true or not. But we came to this island, that means you used something to put us all the way in here. And since you guys were the mastermind, you need a means of transportation in order to reach land. In other words, escaping from this place is not impossible. There's hope still here. No matter how much the world has been destroyed, there are forces against evil in any place, in any timeline. It's unclear to me how long has it been since the biggest and most desperate event in human history, but the world will surely push despair and move forward. Even if no one likes that, we're still here. I've learned thanks to that guy. That is real hope. I need to shoot down all the hope button. I honestly thought there was no future, but I heard the voice of a guy who's seeking for hope more than anybody else. I will not despair. I'll push forward all the way. It's not just our own fights. Everyone who died is on our shoulders. And I really mean it. I'll never despair. Hope is not about giving up. It would have been more convenient for me to be just in despair, rather than doing something so useless. It can't be helped. I'll show you a true despair. Bro thought he was so cool saying it. The means of transportation clearly exist, as you said, but as long as you go back to the mainland, what does it mean? Meaning doesn't matter. To save your life, to risk your life to fight despair to the end. That's the only meaning we're moving forward with. You speak carefully, but it would be better for you to bury the bones in this island. What are you talking about? I was going to be quiet because I thought about your heart, but if you want to be in despair, do you still want to know? The ultimate despair agents. Do you know who's the current leader of this group? I thought it was you. Wrong. Well, I was the last one of the external agents. Thanks to my luck, I was the only one scouted at Hope Speak Academy, and then I became an official member. So what does it matter? What does the head of the external agents have to do with this? The current active leader of the ultimate despair agents is Kinjo Ju. What? Among the current Japanese police forces, and the active chief of the Metropolitan Police Department, who is regarded as the best talent that will ensure a future. Yes, your father. Stop lying. My father's the leader of the ultimate despair external agents? Ha, it's the most ridiculous joke I've ever heard since I was born. The reason why we can fly all over Japan without any effort or conscription of troops is because your father's existence. Junko Enoshima looked into your father's position and plunged him into despair. Way more faster than anyone else, surely Kinjo. The idea that he died at school accelerated his road to despair. Once the leader of the Metropolitan Police Department fell into this despair, all the police officers he was in contact with joined the ultimate despair like an epidemic, spreading endlessly. The current state of disorder and anarchy in Japan is all the work of your father. You should be very proud of your own blood, Tsuru Kinjo. It's a lie. That couldn't have happened. My father isn't... Oh, and did I mention Sasaki Kohei? A once famous juvenile police officer. If only he had been obedient, I'm sure he would have entered Oak Street Academy instead of you. Your precious friend who can't be replaced by anyone. I suggested it to Kinjo Ju, who gave up losing everything and falling into despair. To eat the remains of Sasaki Kohei. Oh my god. Yeah, he's the guy that Kinjo talked about in his free time event. Oh. Originally, I wanted to ask him to eat his son's remains. Kinjo's alive. I had to explain to Kinjo that his son's body was shattered into pieces without knowing its shape or form on how they died. Eventually, he lost his son and got completely out of the human realm by ingesting the corpse of his son's best friend. And the part he hadn't eaten yet was given to other police officers in a symbolic sense. Well, whatever the outcome, Tsurugi Kinjo, it can be said that your contribution was the biggest factor in Kinjo Ju's fall into despair. Well done, Tsurugi Kinjo. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Origins tried. It took me how long has it been the biggest and most desperate event in history, but the war will surely push despair and move forward. Even if no one likes that, we're still here. I've learned thanks to that guy. Hope is to be sought, is not to be sought but to create it. That is the real hope. As you said, there's a shred of hope against despair. However, they're very insignificant. They only gave little damage. No, they're not alone. We'll get out of here and lend them our strength. A competent person must lend power to the incompetent ones. because those are the values I've realized during this killing game. The problem in your argument is that all competent people are in despair. What? Junko Enoshima is a woman who knows that the more competent they are, the more easier it is for them to fall into despair. Nearly all of the world's talented people are falling into despair and joining the chaos. Ray Makaru, the few people you have acknowledged throughout your life have already joined the ultimate despair. Yeah, that's funny. To the point where they fall into despair and throw everything they had. That person is no longer a competent one. I don't need those guys in the first place. Whether you choose to go to the ultimate despair or not, they can do whatever they want. If they're really a competent person, that wouldn't happen. Yeah, you wouldn't want to believe it, especially for you who's obsessed with competence. It looks like you're trying to put me in despair somehow, but I'm not going to follow such nonsense, so get rid of it. Yeah, so I'm a little worried. I don't think I can easily put you in despair. You who lost your family when you were very young. Speaking of family, I don't think it'll be of any use to you, but I'll tell you just in case. That you might not know. Junko Enoshima mentioned that she was visited by Mikaru's parents. What? The record said that their daughters died. They didn't know how Junko Enoshima was a survivor of Hope Speak Academy, and what means she used to be rescued. Since the body was not found, the Mikaru couple, who thought that her daughter might be alive, they went to Junko Enoshima, the only student alive from Hope Speak Academy, and they begged her, "I'll do anything for my daughter, so please let me see her face one more time." Stop lying, you seem to have picked up the clue somewhere, but it seems that you lack investigation, don't you? They abandoned me when I was 5 years old. They were unable to support their child. They were pathetic human beings who gave up their responsibility by blaming each other. This is surprising, didn't you know? They gave up their parenting for you. Huh? I know your past well. Your parents who lost their chances and somehow, trying to revive from bankruptcy, ended up sitting on the streets and embracing only their hopes. The couple tried to entrust you to their relatives by using the last line of contact so that you didn't have to go through the daily routine of being chased by all sorts of robbers, gangsters, and yakuza as young as you were. Stop making up your own words. I was not entrusted to my relatives. I was literally kicked out in the streets with nothing. True, if the relatives you were supposed to end up with didn't betray your parents, you could have had a different life. What? What did you just say? In short, there has never been a time when your parents didn't cherish you. Because the situation was twisted, you, who were young, only burned with hatred towards them and everyone around you. I'm talking too much. Either way, the couple who thinks of you that way were somehow ready to accept you again. Meanwhile, however, fell into despair when they heard that their daughter had gone missing. Can you imagine what happened to them when they met Junko Enoshima in order to find you? Oh, come on, that's not that bad. That's way less worse than what we fucking told Pinja. Well, I'll just say just in case, but for the people who could believe in anything, it amazes me. If it were you at the time when the killing school life just began, I don't think you would have been so upset with a change in your heart. No matter, then I'll leave the story behind with Mikaru's couple to your imagination, because that effect seems to make you more desperate. I don't know if I'm gonna get, because I haven't done all of Tori's free time events, so I don't know if I'm gonna get the reference here. Fight. What is left for you to fight against us? My friends who have died, my family members who may be suffering. It's worth fighting for them. What does it mean to fight for dead people? I don't know myself, but finding us would be as painful as dying, right? It doesn't matter, because it's a good thing. No matter how painful it is, it's not painful as the pain our friends who have already died. No, I'm not talking about physical pain. The truth you'll learn for fighting us will be more desperate than you can ever imagine. Are you saying that I look mentally stable right now? I'm not saying it's wrong, but still I'm determined to not give up, we'll fight. It doesn't make sense. Very well, shall I give you a taste of that despair? This laboratory, it costs quite a lot of money to convert it into a school. Aside from that, an astronomical amount of money was spent on the facilities preparing for the execution and creating an environment that could drive Alter Ego's evolution. What are you trying to say? Where do you think we could have obtained all that money? Huh? What do you mean money? Isn't the world like in post-apocalyptic? Like, isn't every institution like gone? Like, what do you mean money? What are you using money for? It's not the same thing. The influence of Otori Mart, that Japanese prices fluctuate depending on the sales, you say. Eh? Otori Mart has been acting as a major source of funding for us Ultimate Despair. after the most desperate event in human history. Of course, the instigator is the president of the Tori Kojiro. Your father, who you cherish and love so much. Huh? Pops? When he heard the news that you all died at Hope Street Academy, I guess he went crazy, or completely lost his mind. Yuko Enishima would never miss a person like that. That can't happen. I won't. Do you know what I'm trying to say? A lot of execution equipment was made with money provided by Itorimon to kill your friends. You're responsible for this too. Torimon's successor to Ryo Tori. We did it! It didn't work out, did it? Your father, whom you love so much, is sure to live or die. Your father is still alive. Well, perhaps he's not the father you've known all this time. Who knows? Still? What else is there? Oh, we did it. Everyone? Oh, this is wrong. They've been completely consumed by despair. After all, Maida-kun is fearsome. You've only tasted a fragment of the truth for a brief moment, but you all were so easily swayed. I envy you. It's proof that you have a heart. Huh? It's no big deal. Monokuma, are you ready? Yeah. Ready? If it's preparations. What preparations are we doing, Tsuru-sama? Because I haven't heard anything. Don't react to everything, it's annoying. It's this, I'm ready to put an end to it. What else? And if they hadn't struggled for nothing, they wouldn't have known the painful truth. I wish they could have closed their eyes from it. It was self-sufficient. Now then, you can now rest assured and close your eyes. We did it! How many mono coins did I get? 147? Holy! Think of all the gifts I'm going to be able to buy. Why does Akane suddenly seems like she doesn't want to go along with this, even though she was so fucking gung ho about this before? I guess she didn't really want to murder everyone. She just wanted to make us come back. Finally, it's over. Monokuma, get ready. Yes, I've been waiting for this. This Monokuma-sama, isn't this Operator Kuma? Okay, I'm with a few bodies. Is all of the army left? Not true. No matter how many troops we lost to Miss Maki, we still got some spare power left. But why does that matter? For those who already lost their will to fight, just one is enough, right? Fine, begin. Wait, Utsuro-sama. Are you really going to kill everyone here? We can't do that. That's right, you've prepared various executions for each student, so that it doesn't matter who goes, right? It's a waste to have made them, so how about starting the execution for each of us here? I'll prepare it. Why do we need to? The killing game ended long ago. Why is anybody but you being oblivious of this? It's not like that. Did you really want the promise that you made with them? No, it's something like that. I don't care, you try by any means to get my memories back. As a result, thanks to that, I was able to regain my memories. So get rid of the useless words and go back to your seat. Miss Tara, what are you doing? Are you by chance sympathizing with these guys? If you don't want to move, do whatever you want. Doesn't matter whether you're here or not. There's no hindrance in the way. Monokuma. Yes, sir. This Monokuma will show you a massacre part that will decorate the finale just before the disposal. Yahoo! No! Oh, she's fucking like a martial artist, I guess. Hey, Miss Tara, what are you doing? Don't Utsuro someone. This was never. What are you thinking? It's a pointless murder. These people have already fallen into despair and can't recover from it. And leaving them on this island wouldn't pose a threat at all. Killing people you don't need to kill is. So you too, you became obsessed with these guys. Me? told you. I said that you were constantly doubting me. That's wrong. I've always been and will continue to be on Utsuro-sama's side. No, actually from the beginning I had a premonition that this was going to happen. It's only natural to happen since you just followed me regardless of my ultimate despair. That's wrong. So I guess if we're good, then we can probably save her. That's wrong. Utsuro-sama's will is my will, and Utsuro-sama's wishes are mine. I never intended to disobey your will. Then why did you interfere trying to dispose of them now? That's... because... why? I don't know. Because I thought about the reason. My body just moved first. In my head, I was trying to obey Utsuro-sama's will. My voice, my body just moved as it wanted. I was... Akane Tara. Yes, Utsuro-sama? You up until now. You said you would follow me in the future, right? Of course. Since Utsuro-sama saved me from hell, I'll follow you no matter what. I thought you were the only one in this island to be sent out alive. But I don't think that's the case anymore. Pardon? Monokuma. Huh? Kill Akane Tara. Are you sure, Maida-kun? Yes. Now I have no choice but to do this. Okay, if that's your order, I'll follow it. Miss Tara, it's been fun so far. Adios. Oh, wait a minute, Utsuro-sama, why? Tell me why. I apologize if my previous actions were wrong. I'll do anything, please. Please don't leave me. I'll do anything. You can use me as a sandbag. If I need to cut off my limbs, I'll cut them myself. I can just be used as a dog and just don't do it. Please don't kill me. I hate being abandoned by Utsuro-sama. I don't want to be abandoned again. Please forgive me. If there was a next life for you, don't meet a guy like me and live happy. Utsuro-sama! I won't let you, Utsuro. Is this not a bad ending? What? Yamato Kisaragi? Huh? Kisaragi-sama, why? Hey, Monokuma. Monokuma, answer me. It's no use. I am Monokuma now. What? Just now, I have overridden Monokuma's alter ego program. I'm called Alter Ego Kisaragi. By taking over Monokuma's alter ego, I took control of all the laboratory that Monokuma had. That's very convenient. It's not going to happen your way anymore, Utsuro. Monokuma's movements have stopped. Can't believe this. What the hell are you? I didn't hear that Yamato Kisaragi created an alter ego too. Did you realize it when you heard my voice earlier? To be honest, I don't even know how I got it this far. This is just my idea, but this was just luck. Getting close to a miracle, I'd say. Kisaragi-sama, why are you? Don't be mistaken, I'm not here to save you. You guys are in despair. A very terrifying despair, if I may add. It's an unforgivable despair that has plunged everyone into this state. If for some reason I showed up, what I mean is that it means that hope has not disappeared yet. Hey, wake up, you stupid idiots! This Yamato here came back from hell to save you guys, you stupid idiots. Despair? What you know, that's up to you. Whatever happens, you guys have nothing to worry about. You guys are the best classmates in the entire world. You're going to sit still and wait for your death like this, you fools? Or did you throw away all that pride to never fall in despair? Whatever you say, it's useless. Because these guys can't ever hope again. Kisaragi. Huh? You are Kisaragi? How? Kiryu, I know everything. It's confusing, but you can't lose hope yet. My hope is my father is helping the ultimate despair. A lot of people are dying for my father's money and mine. Keep your head straight. What does that have to do with it? Just don't keep looking at that part. Look at the essential part. Your father is still alive. It's not too late to know that we live in the outside world. It's not too late yet. Unless you're already dead and there's nothing you can do, there's always hope. You're going to put your father back to normal with your own hands. With your own hands, you can get back the father that he knew. Yeah, Haruko and Satsuki are already dead. I want to say something to them. I have lots of things I want to apologize for, but I can't see them again. If my father's alive, then only I can save my father from despair. That's it, Kiryu. Foolishness. Kinjo, Makaru, we're still in this place. We can't die here. We promised to escape together. Makaru, were you only this much? You're more capable than anyone else in this world, and you can become so desperate at this degree. Yamato Kisaragi? I don't know where or your parents or what happened to them, but there's one thing that you know for sure, right? Your parents who abandoned you thought that you were a troublemaker and hated you. They actually loved you more than anyone else. Even if you don't know the whereabouts of your parents, you can still understand your parents' feeling. Do your parents want Mikharu to die through in despair? Absolutely not, Mikharu, you are. You're noisy, Kisaragi! Huh? Who are you nagging in front of now? I already know that much. About that, I'm aware. That's right, you're a Ray, Mikharu. Didn't I mention that before? It's annoying to look down from above. I'm a professor. My role is to teach. Mikharu, do you remember? No, my memory's still the same, but I felt like I heard something like that before. Very nostalgic. Even though I gave you the greatest despair you can feel right now. How? Mikharu, we're lucky we haven't lost hope yet. My parents really are stupid people. For me, if I had my parents, nothing would be a shame. Whatever. Anyway, it's true that those stupid parents went to Junko and Oshima. I don't know what happened. What I can know is that I can't be sure that only bad things are happening. It's Schrodinger's cat, you won't know until you see it. And it's not just about my parents, Kinjo, the same applies to you. Kinjo, you're my best friend, so I won't speak for long. Explode your feelings, that's the only thing left for you now. Yes, that feeling is your hope. You still haven't seen anything that happened to your father. It's not like you, Kinjo. Kisaragi, what should I do? That I don't know, only you know. What is the biggest emotion you're feeling right now? Emotion. Evil. Destroying criminals without leaving a single one behind. Those were my beliefs, my feelings I learned from my father. Yeah, you just have to explode your emotion like that. The only advice I can give you right now is this. You had a doubting experience. Now then, shall we give you the despair you love so much? I didn't know I'd say goodbye to you like this, Maida, but I won't run away from my reality anymore. I'll fight against such a cruel reality head-on in order to punish the evil. Utsuro-sama, you're doing something pointless, Yamato Kisaragi. I didn't do anything. It was they themselves who reignited their will of hope. I hope you're ready, Yuki Maida. No, Utsuro. Ha. What's so funny? You have nothing left. Mikharu-sama, watch out. Konitara, you... why? That's right. I did... Why did I... protected Mikharu-sama? More importantly, Monokuma moved. Why? I heard that Kisaragi took control. I don't know, I'm certain all permissions would have changed to me. One chance, you took it. I think you planted the virus. However, backup data is finished. This is my limit. Hey, get up, Akanitara. Don't be afraid, this is over. Because their limit is to move one, there's nothing to be afraid of. But if you leave like this, my master of my personality will be very angry. So I will give you one last present. What is this? Hey, Monokuma. It's a self-destruct button. This is bad. It already turned off. This is... Monokuma is doing something. What is this? This is... Research Labs. Self-destruction switch. It's this alarm. Self-destruction switch. 10 minutes until this island collapses. It's... You guys, this is a big deal. Hurry up and get out of the island. But how so suddenly? What about Maida? Akane's intentions and Kisaragi, what do we do with you? You don't have time to worry about that. When the island collapses, it will eat everyone like a fish. Let's get out. Are you fine with that? These bastards, along with their evil deeds, they can just submerge along the island. Along with their evil deeds, hurry up. I don't think they're going to let us go. It's okay. Leave. Utsuro-sama, I can I can stop them somehow. I will... Kanetaro, why are you suddenly helping us? Guys, hurry up! Move! Akinjo, wait a minute. Come over to the monitor. There will be a portable terminal. Take it off and take it with you. I'll show you the way you can go straight to where the helicopter is. The car, there's no time. Kanetaro, you from the very beginning. Go. You don't have time, don't you? Go, Raytron. Karu. I want to say thank you. Die well, Kane. Thanks. Wow, what is this? It's a complete mess. I'm glad the elevator didn't collapse yet. Since this is the 4th basement floor, it seems to be more affected by the collapsing. Even if it's hard to move from left to right, you have to go up to the first floor. Can you do it? We have no choice but to do it. If we don't, all of us will die here. Let's go upwards. Oh, I'm playing as Kinjo. I wonder, is the other door, like if you try to enter the whole door, does it just say like, oh, I can't, I'm too much to spare, and it's just like a fake choice? Because this seems really, if there's 2 different endings, it seems like a lot of effort. We still haven't fucking found out what was the deal with the empty room in the ballroom. Oh, maybe we're gonna find that out right now, actually. What is this? The stairs are completely blocked. We only need to go up 1 more floor. Is it over now? Are we going to die here in the end? No, not yet. Don't give up. Kisaragi. It was fortunate that you made it to first basement floor. If we can be this lucky, we can get to the ground level from here. I believe according to the data, there must be a ballroom on this floor. Go to the room on the left. Here we go. Go to the room on the left side in the direction of the ballroom entrance. Will that be fine? It's not like we're going to go deeper for nothing then. We'll have a bigger problem, right? Can't use the stairs anyway. Let's follow Kisaragi's suggestion. Yeah, just trust me. No matter how much it has been remodeled here, this is the spot I used to frequent when I was a kid. There. Kisaragi, your screen just... It's no big deal. Don't worry about it. If you're late, things will become irreversible. It's in here. This room is nothing. What's in this room? Ah, we're gonna die. Shut up and wait. Seriously, your stupidity isn't going anywhere. Kisaragi, we've come here. You must have a reason because you had an idea, right? It's been heavily remodeled, so the appearance has changed a lot. However, the structure is most likely the same. The carpet embroidery in the right corner based on the direction you're looking. From here, find the 430th seam and pull it as hard as you can. Seams? Then the secret door to the hangar will open. It's a device my father made when he was young, but it seems that they couldn't remodel the carpets and it was built to be for the whole room. Wait a minute, Kisaragi. Well, we don't have time right now. How in the world can we count hundreds of embroideries? And then now the only thing left for us is to die. Here. What in blazes are you guys? When we were talking to Ballroom, I thought it was suspicious because it was a completely empty room, so I continued to investigate it. In the end, I couldn't find the secret, but I did some research on a number of carpets embroidery. I didn't know there was a secret door. Are all inventors also geeks? My father was a bit of a geek, but anyways, hurry up and pull it. Go up the stairs and you'll find the hangar right away. That's very convenient. It's shiny. Thank God, it looks like you'll be able to escape safely. We still have a bit of time to spare. We really made it? Really? Alive? We can get out. Hey there, Turia, don't cry. I mentioned cry so easily, you know? This is my idea, but it seems that your habit of crying can't be fixed right away. But I'm so relieved, because I've overcome the crisis of death so many times. Glad. Yamato. I guess this is my limit. What does that mean? Aren't we escaping together? Actually, we don't even have memories of our school life together. This is so much. I mean, I don't know why you're gonna screen either. Yeah, I still have a lot of things to ask you, so why are you saying such an ominous thing? Why am I who I was? I don't know myself well. Originally, I must have been a program uploaded to the archives right before Yamato Kisaragi was captured by Utsuro and Akane Taira. I don't know if I was able to form a personality so far because I'm using Monokuma's alter ego as the base program. I don't know what kind of program I was in the beginning, so I don't know how I could hijack Monokuma's alter ego, who is in charge of the research lab, without any self-consciousness. But you saved us from despair not only once. What we found out during the investigation and that event threatened mankind, you saved our lives during that incident. You're already Yamato Kisaragi, so come on, let's go together. I don't think that will be possible. Think about it, I'm a program based on Monokuma's lab computer. Junko Enoshima upgraded the alter ego to not make it as restrictive as it is now. I can't go outside of this laboratory where Monokuma can create an alter ego that can move anywhere. At this point, it is impossible to return. And my data will gradually disappear as the lab collapses due to the self-destruction anyway. It can't be. Kisaragi. You're a program, but I don't know if you're just Yamato Kisaragi's alter ego. Either way, thanks to you, we were able to survive. I feel like Kisaragi spent her last of time with us, even in a fragmentary way. Now I'm sorry, but we don't have time to delay any longer. If you come all the way here and then you end up buried in the sea, everything will be in vain, so please hurry up. I'll ask you one thing, Kisaragi. You made a theory during the trial. Did you know everything about the killing game? As I said before, it was covered by Monokuma's alter ego. I know everything that the Monokuma alter ego knew. I see. We'll fight. We'll fight for our dead friends, risking this life you protected. Don't say that now. Tears are about to come out. I'm just a program, but I think there's no need for tears in a man's breakup. I'm a lady. Thank you, Kisaragi. Thank you. Hope does not lose to despair. As you said, Mikako. They just left, I guess. I'm glad it's an autopilot helicopter. Yeah, that's very fortunate. If not, we would have had to drive it ourselves. Seriously, Kisaragi thought of everything in advance. Hey, Mikaru, Kinjo, Maida. About that, why did you let us go? Let us go? Akane rescued us at the end and she said she'd stop him, but something seemed strange with Maida. Was he too quiet? Speaking of which, it turns out that Akane, she wanted Maida's memories to return, but when they came back, she resisted them and instead she chose to protect us. I don't know, but maybe there was a lot more than we thought? Don't worry about them. No matter how much they saved us, no matter what kind of good they did in the future, in the end, those guys are a member of a terrorist group that rebelled against humanity, and they're the ones who killed 11 of our classmates. There's no sympathy, no forgiveness for that simple fact. Keep that in mind, Kiruya. I know. I ate my heart out and shooed those guys away. A friend who once acted with the same role as us, dressed in a friend costume, as demons. Mikaru, Teruya. What, you've been so quiet all this time? You guys, what do you plan to do next? What to do? Well, first we have to understand the well-being of our families and our friends outside. You said you were going to fight against despair, right? Come with me. Come where? Are you asking us to follow you? I have a connection. If they haven't been engulfed in despair like my father, I'd be able to recruit talented people. Mikaru, with your intelligence gathering power. Teruya, with your financial aid, we can make this happen. An organization. Organization? What kind of organization? Also you, this kind of mood. What kind of organization? Of course it will be this. An organization of justice that kills all evil. Okay, so Kinjo is still the same as ever. Good to know. Are we gonna see an epilogue where we see fucking Yuki and Akane climbing out of the rubble? Like, oh man, it's a miracle that we survived that. What are the chances? Master Utsuro. Why? Why did you let them all leave? It doesn't mean much. It's just my own choice. Then why? You're not trying to escape now. Are you going to stand still? It's the same with you. Because it's too late. I shed too much blood. And I might die in the next few minutes. Utsuro-sama, I think I can understand why I continue to disobey Utsuro-sama without listening to you. Ayame-chan's voice, I kept hearing it. She said I wasn't the kind of person that would do this. It's only natural, cause you should never do something like that. Something like this. It's natural. Cough. I'm so tired, Akane Tara. Isn't that the same for Master Utsuro? If it were for Utsuro's fortune, Kendo-sama and the others would never have been able to escape. Still, they easily escaped from here. Utsuro-sama, deep inside you were trying to save them? Don't speak rubbish. I was trying to kill those guys who would be a threat to Junko and Ashion. Utsuro-sama, you too. Maida's memories affected you. Or not. From the very beginning. Perhaps Utsuro-sama was always like this. Utsuro-sama, if you're really an evil person, you would have saved yourself, wouldn't you? Utsuro-sama is trying to die, right? No way. You can't. Please live. Be alive. Pay for our sins. Please reconsider. What are you talking about? Why, Master Utsuro, are you smiling? Utsuro-sama, I've always, no matter what, with you together forever. Akane Tara, what meaning was I born in this world for? If I hadn't been born with this bizarre power, a life like Yuki Maeda, could I have lived it? There was once a boy. The boy was born with strange powers the moment he was born. When the boy was born, all the sick people in the area were cured, and the boy's parents were lucky enough to win and succeed in business. The boy's parents said it was all thanks to him, and they gave him a generous love. Although the boy did not speak, he was happy to be loved by his parents. But happiness did not last long. When they had whatever they wanted, their parents become more greedy and began to treat the boy as a lucky tool. The boy realized that his surroundings were becoming more and more strange out of fear. Soon his family was ruined and the boy was abandoned with no place left to stay. But somehow, if the boy thought that he wanted to live, he was able to do it without any problems. If he thought he was hungry, he could eat delicious food at any time. It was as if the world was going the way the boy thought. The boy had become adept at manipulating his superpowers and was learning to live alone in the world in his young body. However, the boy's abilities were not all round. The ability only achieves the result that the boy does not have, and the process did not exist. If he thought that he wants to know mathematics, he mastered mathematics. If he thought he wants to study the mechanics of a certain machine, he will unwittingly become acquainted with that machine. Whether you do or you do not, it happens the moment you think, a concept that it has to be done. There was no chance of achievement or satisfaction with the result. Soon the boy grew tired of the world. And so the boy began to travel all over the country, seeking out children of his own age who were abandoned or disadvantaged like himself. The boy's power also affected those close to him, so it was very easy to speak to them with great ease. A boy who had been abandoned by his parents due to an incurable disease was cured of his illness, and a girl who had no money and had a hard time living a poor life was taken over by a wealthy man. A girl who lost her parents was, this is Akane, who lost her parents was sent to an orphanage. She was also bullied there and was physically and mentally abused by naughty adults, and was able to earn money and become famous doing her favorite household chores. However, the boy did this kind good deed not from a desire to help someone, but simply to appease boredom. This thought was soon to be thrown away. When everything went as it should, the boy was no longer interested in everything. He tried to die several times, but his instinctive will to survive was not able to kill him, since his own enemy was his own awakened power. In the end, the boy gives up on everything and just chooses to go anywhere as time goes on, even though the boy continues spending meaningless days every single day. One day, he was walking, the boy meets her. She, whose powers did not work on her, because of her deadly attractiveness and deadly desperation. The boy felt something for the first time since being abandoned by his parents. She told the boy to help her, the boy who he had helped before, but the girl who did not forget the boy followed him. Ultimate despair Red Network external agents, as such he began to support her. That was really good. Okay, I will say logic wise, like plot, mechanically, the last trial was by far the worst, because like a lot of things make no sense, are extremely contrived, or just really stupid. But like emotionally, it was definitely the highlight of the game. It was actually pretty good. These are some slow fucking credits, by the way, so we have some time to talk. I will say that flashback scene in the like from Utsuro's perspective went on way too long. That could have been cut in half easily. But yeah, like that last scene with like Utsuro and Akane, like as the building's falling, and that last like storytelling scene with telling Utsuro's story. That was really good. Like it was straight up really good storytelling. So I guess Utsuro just has above Nagito luck, because his luck seemed like absolutely insane. But still, like, despite me thinking, like emotionally that was good, There's so much dumb shit. Like fucking the what's his name? I keep forgetting this guy's name. Sorry, the Kisaragi AI coming in out of nowhere in the end, being like, "Oh, miraculously, I fucking got uploaded and can control every Monokuma now." I guess you can say that it was like Uchiro's luck that like made that happen because he secretly wanted them to live or something. Yeah. Chapter 6 was definitely the emotional highlight of the game. Which is a real compliment, because I don't think Chapter 6 and Danganronpa 1 or Chapter 6 and Danganronpa 2 made me feel anything at all. Thank you for playing. An outside agent. As a result, they started supporting her. Hey, this isn't funny. It's a really, 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 really frustrating fairy tale. I was telling the story we saw before. Junko, can you come in? I'd love to. This is the video the child sent me the other day, the test of the alter ego. Yeah, of course I haven't seen it, and I won't see it in the future. You won't see it? If you're not going to watch, why do you let him do the test? Well, that kid, his abilities are pretty good. If you keep him at your side, you'll be fine. No, I don't trust that kid. We'll never do it. The guy who's not funny is useless to anyone. That's why I threw him out on a futile mission. Because, well, if you look at it from the outside, sure, it's a cheat-like ability that can do anything you wish for. However, in the end, only an ordinary human used that ability. Well, it would have been fine if the guy wasn't a genius, but only a gifted kid had that ability. That guy wasn't even a criminal. He's extremely ordinary, extremely useless. A hopeless, ordinary human being, that's their existence. I'd rather have big luck with great misfortune as a price of risk. That guy is much more useful and fun. Nagi? Or Nagito. Then the experiments they did. Huh? Experiment? Or Izuru? You mean that data? I'm really sorry, sister. If you pretend to be like that, I'll pretend too, okay? Of course I know. It's disposal, so what are you doing looking at this? Whether you see this or not, they don't interfere with the original plan at all. That's it. See you in the sequel to follow Kinjo's fucking fascist adventures. Oh. What is this? I can't move. Game cleared, congratulations. Omake mode is now unlocked for clearing all the stories. First, we'll give you Monokuma medals as a reward for clearing. 2,000! And here, using the Monokuma medals, you can unlock execution scenes, CGs, if stories, etc. In addition, second run mode is possible. You can select the desired chapter and play it again. Please note that in the second run, when clear a chapter, it will automatically return to Omake mode. Congratulations once again. Also, please be aware of your save file not to lose it. Okay, I'll just give my thoughts on the game, and I'll do some of this stuff. So I've said this several times, but my number one thing against playing this game is the translation. The translation really seriously detracts from the enjoyment. And like, if someone asked me, should I play this game? I would say probably not, unless you can handle like a really bad translation and you're okay with that. Because it is really rough at times, and it actively like makes things harder to understand. For the story itself, ignoring that, my biggest criticism is that it follows the story of Danganronpa 1 way too closely. Anyone who's played this game has almost certainly played Danganronpa 1, so it feels like all the things that are exactly the same. It's not only that they're exactly the same, but they're treated as like twists, like us having lost our memories. That took so long for us to talk about, but it was such like an obvious thing to anyone who's played the game. Also, the characters were fine. I thought they weren't great. They weren't like amazing. They were fine. Like, I really didn't like Hugh. Like some of the characters were cool. Like I like Tyra. I like Hugh. I like Mikaru. I like Kinjo. They weren't crazy, but they were serviceable for sure. About the cases, case 2 was definitely the highlight in terms of like a murder mystery. Case 1 was really simple. Case 2 was really simple as long as you don't fall for the fucking PM AM switch, which is really stupid. Case 4 was really simple. Case 5 was really simple. We still don't know who activated the switch to kill them, by the way. Yeah, so case 2, in terms of murder mystery, that was definitely the highlight. That case was really good. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try the second game. Like I said, if the translation seems really rough, I don't know if I'm gonna play it. But I have heard from several sources that the translation for 2 is better. And honestly, like, Chapter 6, like, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, the first half I was completely out of it, because everything they were talking about was things I already knew, and it was really stupid. But the second half, like I keep saying, it kind of hit me emotionally. I didn't expect it to. So yeah, hopefully the second game is good. Okay, now I got some things to check out. What is all this? Execution videos. I'm good. Nope. What are you guys doing here? Okay. Explanation, please? This is where you can play chapter if. What is chapter if? Yeah, the room attempting to replay chapter 1. I suggest you don't try anything funny in the room. It's only for the users of the item. I won't be held responsible by another's curiosity. You've been duly warned. The credit for this translation goes to Axwell. Okay. Congratulations on clearing the game. Why am I here? Unintentionally taking on a role paid no mind. Well, it is an odd role, but are you running out of medals or not? What do I mean? Simple. If you compete with me for a certain amount of medals and win, you can get several times that amount. Don't make that face. I'm not doing this because I want to. No, what? This is such a random feature. Keep in mind his ability. Yeah, aren't I always gonna lose? I'm not gonna challenge fate. This is Memento. I don't know what this means. What if I buy Makaru's. Oh, abilities. I see. I see, okay. Wait, I'm curious about the abilities I didn't see. Wait, let's just fuck around here for a bit. What was your ability? The amount of Monokuma medals you earn is doubled. Completely useless. Okay, good thing I didn't hang out with you. Kyoka Maki's was the bullet. Removes non-stop debate, aiming, point, and trick. That's like okay. It's not really that relevant though. Higa Mitsuru. Double speech recovery speed per phase. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Kizuna auto reloads when the number of bullets in TTS. That's fucking broken. I would have loved to have that. I sucked at those mini games. That would have been really useful. Ayame increases the movement speed for. What? Why is that an ability? Yeah, that would have been really useful. I don't know why that's an ability. That should just be like your default movement speed. Yamaguchi. Permanently increased maximum XP by 2. That's okay. I only game over once in chapter 2, but recovers 1 HP per each phase. Yeah, same thing. That's pretty okay. I don't know with you. What about you? Significantly reduces the movement speed of flash anagrams. Useless. I never failed those. I guess I was using the walkthrough because they were in Korean, but Satsuki. Joker trick. Get 2 medals each time you fire a non-stop debate bullet. Completely useless. I remember everyone else, right? Yeah, that's everyone. Yeah, that's everyone. Okay. Hello, congratulations on clearing the game. You surprised? I'm in charge of explaining the free time events with our friends again. If you want to see a free time event that you've seen already, you should visit this beautiful Mikako. What? Who's the beautiful one? Oh wait, it must be because Kinjo calls me all the time. Sorry, Miss Beautiful Mikako. Okay. I'm good. Yo, you finished the game? Congratulations. You might be surprised to see I'm healthy here, but right now I'm in charge of sending you to Chapter 0. Including Chapter 0, you can also replay the past parts of Chapter 6. If you want to see them, come to me whenever you wish. I'm good. Hey, big congratulations. Hey, why am I here? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm selling a lot of stuff here. I'm the ultimate merchant after all. There's some items that are not easily available, but you can take a look at them here. Of course, their worth on medals is taken into consideration. Huh? Ticket to return to Omaki mode. EMP shock device. A thing happens when you use it at a certain point. What? And all the items, I guess? Okay, well, I buy an EMP shock device. Is this to unlock the chapter if that they were talking about? I mean, I'll buy it. Poo-poo-poo. Chapter 6.5 allows you to enjoy a brief sequel to the main story in an independent way. You can play it after unlocking with medals, and once unlocked, you can play it as many times as you wish. Oh. Okay, hang on. Okay. I'm gonna... there seems to be a lot of stuff to check out here. I'm gonna stop for this part, and I'm gonna do all this stuff. Actually, should I? No, I'll just make this one big video. Okay. Just be right back, because I gotta go do something real quick. Alright, let's continue. This is going to be a really long fucking video. I might cut this in 2, like somewhere down the middle, even though I recorded this all in one batch. Okay, what's this? Event theater. Okay, I'm good. Collection room. Okay, I don't care. What's in the door? Second round mode. No. Apply from chapter 1 to 4. I'll be able to perform FTEs with friends. Skill purchase it. Okay. No. Yeah, let's do chapter 7.6.5, I guess, whatever that is. Yes, I would like to unlock it. save first. Wait, I wanted to go see like the alternate ending. Also, I need to do what happens if I pick the hope door. With an independent system, which system can be used to save, load, and return to the Omake room at any time. However, when you return to the Omake room on the way, if you do not save, you will have to play it again from the beginning. Credit for this translation goes to Moonlight and Zephyr. If you manage to pull off a 10 death or less while recorded, I'll share the video on my YouTube. What is this? Am I gonna have to actually like play a video game? 10 deaths or less. A few years ago, it was when my older sister came back for a holiday. Well, I'm leaving. Oh, good. What's with that reaction? You won't be able to see your sister for a few days. How can you react like that? It would have been much better if I had no sister. It's a bit sad I have to leave when our parents are not here. That's your fault, sister. You know it's our parents' wedding anniversary. How dare you talk to me like that? You're talking to your older sister, you know? Very, very normal way of speaking. Oh, that hurts. Remember to exercise every day. Goodbye. I'll be back next week. It'll be better if you don't come back. Oh, come on, don't be like that, Rio Tower. Anything else? Thanks for the 10,000 yen from your wallet. See ya. Ah, just die, you stupid sister. That was the last conversation I had with my sister. Oh. Ah. This place. What was I doing? Why did I come to a place like this? My head hurts. Let's take a look around. Okay. I don't care about this. This doesn't this doesn't seem story relevant, and this is like an adventure game. I don't care that much. Can I'm gonna go ahead and exit, I think. I can't exit. Talk? Oh, there we go, exit. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip out on that. I may watch a YouTube video of it or something. I'm gonna skip out on that for now. Okay, what's chapter 1.5? Oh, hello? Where is this in the story? Chapter 1, I guess? This is in Korean? I don't know what you're saying. Is it free time? What's going on? Everything in Korean? Is this even translated? Why did it put me in this room? Hello, Yuki. Looking at your face, I feel strong. I want to be with you for a while, can't we? We're bound so deep. Is it possible to get to know each other anymore? So this is a free time. I mean, you can hang out with like Mitch or something. Okay, so we have max bond with everyone here. I mean, I can just sure I'll hang out with you. All these super elites are. Oh, cool. Mitch's underwear. I'm good, man. It's getting late. I'll go back to my room. This is in chapter 1. Yeah, Korean. More Korean. Okay, if it's all in Korean, I'm not gonna play this. Like, okay, this is just free time. I don't know what this is. Again, I'm gonna look this up on YouTube. If it seems like something important, then I'll look at it. Okay, so the only thing left I need to try is the other door, right? I don't remember which save it was. Is it this one? Yes. It's a door where you can feel a warm light. Are you going to choose that door? As you said, I may be nothing. In the end, I was born with the fate that I had no choice but to disappear. And even if I pass through this door, the reality that awaits me will be despair caused by endless guilt. Yes, it's a more painful path, some may say. It might also be a poor choice. I don't know what my outcome may be. But still. Hope is not to be found, is to be created. If that's your choice, it can't be helped. I hope you won't regret it. Yuki? Screams stopped. Maida. He's coming. Literally, he's coming. Did you awaken? Let me ask you, what is your name? My name is... Yuki Maida. My name is Yuki Maida. Eh? Maida, you... The memories didn't come back? No, all my memories are back. I remembered everything. Who I am and what I've done. Stop lying, then why didn't Utsuro appear? Utsuro, who's that? Utsuro is another me. No, you could say it's my original self. That means you too? Yeah, I'm sorry everyone. I'm the mastermind that made all this up with Akane Tara as Utsuro. Kenjo's not gonna be happy about that, I think. But Yuki himself, who says that, is the same Yuki, is no different from before? If your memories really came back and the false memories disappeared, then your personality would have changed like Akane Tara, but you... Sorry, even I don't know how to explain it. But what I can be certain of is that I am not Utsuro. I was in despair. My memory is slowly coming back, and when I found out that I was the mastermind, I was to just give up everything and abandon my own will. But I made a promise to all of you, that we would live together, to live up the share of everyone who died. Even for the sake of it, I cannot give up here. No matter what happens, I am Yuki Maida, who is here now. No one can deny this. Sigh, it seems it's ended up as a failure, Miss Tara. Such thing, it can't be. The false one, the overwrought personality, overcame Utsuro-sama and awakened as his original self. It can't be, it's absolutely impossible. As long as Utsuro-sama's fortune exists, this kind of thing should never happen. No way. Is it? I can't find anything that could explain it other than Utsuro-sama's own will? Ha 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 ha. They went crazy? They were shocked and upset, and now they're laughing. No matter how much despair I was in, what I've done is absolutely unforgivable. I'm determined to take responsibility for everything, and I will endure clenching my teeth. When it's all over, I'm going to pay the price for what I've done. After finishing with these guys who succumbed to despair in front of me. Ha 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 ha. Maida, you. I'm sorry, you guys must be confused. And I'll be despised because from your point of view, I'll be nothing more than the mastermind that mixed in a group pretending to be a victim. So if you escape from here, please punish me with your hands. You have all the right to punish me. And being punished by you is not a bad choice for me. No, Akane Tara. Waking up the long-awaited Utsuro is not forever impossible to do. We found out the whole truth, and there's nothing left for you to do. It's a complete victory. Utsuro-sama, as you said, you will receive the punishment you deserve, right? I'm not Utsuro. My name is Yuki Maida. No matter what anyone says, I can proudly say that I'm Yuki Maida standing here. Thank you. What? For some reason, I somehow felt this was going to happen from the beginning. Just like I've changed little by little. When I was with you, Utsuro-sama, didn't show it, but he's definitely changed. I could tell. I feel like this seems like a good thing I did them in this order, because it would be really weird if I did them in the other order, I feel. I could tell. You who harbored such great despair was after all nothing like despair. You're the person who I thought you were. Akane? It's too bad. It was a little faster. Could I have changed your mind? I can't undo what's already happened. It's a pity that it ended up like this, but no, maybe this was all part of Utsuro-sama's will. So, please forgive me, Utsuro-sama. Oh! Monokuma. Your mind, your thoughts, I've received them. It's painful. Oh, what? Why didn't our luck protect us? What the hell? I'm sorry that I can only do this action. Does only Utsuro have the luck? But no, because we were winning at the stop machine. I'll follow you soon. Right before I lost consciousness, you continued to speak to me as if casting a spell. The others did not respond, as they couldn't accept or react to the situation. It's only natural, because I also didn't understand the situation either. But the only thing I understood before I lost consciousness was the fact that Akane was crying. Bad end. Okay. Okay, well, I guess that's it. That's that then. I guess that's the end of the game. If I had known that was the bad end, I would have chosen first. I just really thought the despair end would be the bad end, but okay. Huh. Okay, well, there you go. That's it. I don't know if that should have been a choice, because that path was so like nothing that I feel like maybe it should have just gone into the other path automatically. Yeah. Anyway, I already said everything I wanted to say about this game, and when I finished the first ending, I'm not gonna repeat myself. If from the time I upload this, it's probably gonna be like there's probably gonna be some time before I start the second game. Probably like maybe a month, maybe a bit more than a month, or maybe less. I don't know. But I'm probably not starting this game like the day after this uploads. So but yeah, I'm honestly pretty excited for the second game. If it's just this game, like a story of similar quality to this game, but with a better translation, I think that can be really fun. So yeah. But yeah, that's it for Danganronpa Another. Thanks for watching, and see you for the sequel if you're there for that. See ya.